Mhm.
Hi, Red.
What's going on, Melanie?
Not much. Welcome.
We here, but let's do it.
Yeah, let's get this done. So, I'm sure everybody in my chat know who you are, but for those who don't, let's just do a quick one-on-one before we get into the topic. You ready?
Okay. Yep.
All right. So, tell us a little about yourself. Like, where are you from and how old are you?
I'm from Los Angeles, California. You know what I mean? Like I was born and raised in Los Angeles County, well, Los Angeles to be exact. But now my parents are from Alabama, but
Hmm,
my father was military, so he moved to
nice.
California. So I was raised in you know, Los Angeles, and I grew up in Midtown LA, South LA, that whole area. I grew up like on the West Coast, but I come from a Southern family, so I just I'm just a regular guy, man. I come on here, I make content. Sometimes people look at the content, they think, "Oh, is this?" But no, when you really get to talk to me, man, there's other layers to who I am. What I do on YouTube is just what I do. That ain't, it's more to me than just what you see on YouTube.
Right. Because watching your channel, you're very red pill from what I see. Like you keep it real, you tell it how it is. And I think that's why I like you the most.
Yeah, I be trying to like I've had people try to dox me. People trying to, oh man. So a lot of times I'll be hesitant to tell my age. There be people trying to, man, it was somebody trying to pay somebody to get my information to dox me. I said, oh no.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, we don't want that. I'm the same way. I don't like to give too much on here. I just be like, look, I'm a millennial. I'm from New Jersey. That's all you need to know.
I'm an 80s baby. Look, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm a Cali born. But I'm an 80s baby. I'm a millennial, an early millennial, but yeah, I'm an 80s baby. And
Hmm.
yeah, I've made before I did YouTube, I've worked jobs, I've done like warehouse construction. I was making good money doing that, before I came to YouTube. And before that, I used to hustle in the street back in the day. So I'm an ex-hustler. I made doing that than I way more money doing that than working and doing YouTube. But I did that as a youngster. But as I got older, I understood the importance of having legal money, man. So, I just,
Right.
one what happened, I think, when did I start I think I started really watching YouTube like in 16, 17.
Okay. So you've been watching for a while.
Yeah, yeah. I've been like, the first person I saw on YouTube was Tariq Nasheed. That was the first person I saw. And then I think the next was Tommy Sotomayor. And I was like,
Right.
damn, you can get on here and really, you can, I didn't realize, like, I didn't know that you can come on here and create a platform. So in 17, I started a YouTube channel, but I wasn't taking it serious. I was just kind of uploading from the phone, talking here, talking there. I didn't start taking YouTube serious until like 2020, the end of 2019.
Okay.
But
Nice.
before that, I would just put out content. I did YouTube for 2 or 3 years. I didn't ask for no cash apps. I didn't ask for no PayPals. I was just doing it for the love of putting the message out there. So yeah, man, I didn't put a cash app up on my channel until 2020. So when people be talking about, really be talking cash, I'm like, look, bro, I gave out free content for 3 years before I asked for one dime.
Right.
So a lot of
Yeah.
people don't know that, Melanie.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. That's good stuff. That's good to know. So you're
Yeah.
not on here chasing clout, trying to make money. You're not doing all that. You true to what you say. You're
Well,
true to
well,
your
making
message.
money is cool, sweetie. Like, making the money is cool, but I just want people to know I did this for the love before I even started making money. So, it's a business. Tell you the truth, it was my subscribers like, Red, you need a Cash App and a PayPal, man. My
Yeah,
subscribers were the ones that told me to get a Cash App and PayPal. I was just on here chopping up game.
right, exactly. But okay, go ahead. I think you were saying
No,
something.
no, go ahead, sweetie. Go ahead.
No, I was saying, so before you came to YouTube, did you have the same mindset, or did you just once you started watching Tommy Sotomayor and Tariq Nasheed and all that, is that when you started realizing red pill? Like you
No,
started
I'm
realizing
I'm
what
I'm,
red
I'm
pill
gonna
was?
tell you like this. See, red pill that really comes from the max and players. I got a I got an older brother, and my brother, he wasn't a pimp. He was something like a pimp, but he wasn't. He was more. I would consider him more of a player because he wasn't sending females out to the blade to get paid. He was just rotating. He had multiple women in rotation. This is my older brother. So I was raised around max and players. So when YouTube came, the mentality was already coming. This was something that we were doing in real life already. I just brought my perspective to YouTube. And this is why I talk about the beta males who pretend to be alpha males and red pill. It's a lot of them. A lot of these guys come on here, it's a hustle for them. They don't really live like this in real life. Or his girlfriend broke his heart. Now he wants to be red pill. I didn't come to YouTube because some woman broke my heart or because I listened to somebody on YouTube that I was influenced by. No, my influence comes from the real pimps, max, and players in the streets of California. YouTube is just an extension of what I do. That's it.
Exactly. Now, I know this is a funny question, but you said you used to hustle and everything. Do you
Mm-hmm.
think the manosphere would have considered you to be a Pookie or Ray Ray? Because they
Yeah,
talk about Pookie and Ray Ray a lot. So
yeah. I'm a Pookie and Ray Ray as far as the manosphere standards go. But the thing about it is, I've never. How could I say this? My family wasn't poor. I was raised to see. I was raised in a two-parent home. My father was military. My mother had her own daycare. But we
Mhm.
lived in the hood though. So I grew up in an environment to where even though my parents were pretty decent, I still grew up in a rough neighborhood. So I had to deal with what went on outside. So yeah, I come from that environment, but what people don't realize, all this game comes from the Pookies and Ray Ray. Well, not all of them, because you got some Pookies. See, you got. I would say Ray is more of a hustler. Pookie is more of a bum nigga that lives off women. Ray is the go getter, the hustler. So I would consider myself the Ray because I never had to live off no woman. You know what I mean? I've never had to do that. I've actually help single moms who couldn't feed their children. Not because I wanted to sleep with them, just because I've been knowing them, and they, we all knew each other from the community. I got homegirls who had kids who couldn't feed them because maybe the baby daddy went to jail, and them homeboy. This is my homeboy. He goes to prison. He is his woman worried about where the kids gonna get their next meal. We go over there and give them some food, and I'm not even trying to sleep with her because I'm 100 like that. But yes, I think about it. All the game, think about it, man. All the swagger, the game, the street vernacular, all that comes from the Pookies and Ray Rays. It don't come from the educated lames. Now, keep in mind, Melanie, I tell people, having an education don't mean you lame, and being the street nigga don't mean you have game. You know,
right.
that's
And
what I want people to know. Just because you're a street cat don't mean you game, and having an education don't mean you lame. Let's get that
that,
straight.
that's true.
Because
I
I know a
like
lot of educated Pookies and Ray Rays. I got homies that been to prison that got degrees and good jobs and doing better than a lot of square niggas.
right.
I'm
Now,
doing better. And look, Melon, I'm doing better than most of my so-called square homies. They call when they need money. Who you think they call? They call me. They get in the jam and they need 1,000 for their rent. They calling me. So no, man, like I said, yeah, that's just the what people throwing in. But ultimately, man, it's about your mentality, man. Do you have love for people? Do you spread love? Do you share knowledge? And that's what I'm all about. It's all about love and knowledge. And I actually love the people. I love our people. I talk hard, I talk shit, but once you peel back those layers, you will see, okay, he's coming from a genuine space.
exactly. Exactly. And I definitely think so. Just hearing you talk, I can tell that you're coming from a genuine place. And you really want to help our people. And I think we all do for the most part. But some of us just can't be saved.
Yeah, unfortunately, man, it's like it's not. If God, like, think about it, you can't save everybody. God ain't gonna let everybody in heaven.
Mm-mm.
So if just think about it, if everybody went to heaven, it wouldn't be heaven because heaven will be corrupt. So God has to judge so he can keep heaven pure and keep the people who don't need to be there out of it. You know, so it's the same thing, man. Like I just I do what I do, man, and like I said, I don't have malicious intent. I don't hate women. I don't have an issue with women. My intention is to correct women, but I don't make content because I just hate women. No, that's one of the biggest, lies ever told. Now, some of these guys do have issues with women. I'm not speaking for all of these guys. I can only speak for myself. There's no issue with women. I just call out the behavior.
Right. So, what's your channel about? What's your mission statement?
My mission is really to speak to the youth because they're the ones who really need the information, the knowledge, and wisdom. Most of them were raised by single mothers and had absent fathers. So I come to YouTube to deliver the game, to give the young brothers the message that they need because a lot of them don't have a big brother, don't have a father, don't have a uncle or a male father figure to lace them with game. So that's where Red Supreme comes in. You dig?
Right. So you talk to the youth, and then you try to correct the behavior of women.
Men
Right.
too. Men too, because think about it. I caught a lot of slack on my channel for calling out men. But see, this is the thing, Melanie. The women will never get better if the men don't get better. Because check this out. Men are the leaders of society. You know what I mean? And
Mhm.
if there's no way, it's impossible for the women to get better if the men aren't better. So, like I told you, a lot of men are not fit to lead. And the thing about it is it has a lot to do with your upbringing. If you a man that's used to seeing women in authority all the time, then you're not going to know how to take that. You're not going to know how could I say this? Let me rephrase that. You're not going to be willing to accept correction from men if you were raised by single mothers. This is why so many men are used to killing other black men and doing something because they're not used to a man like really correcting them. So it's a terrible situation because a man like that he's in no position to lead no woman. He's in no position to provide for no family. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
He never received the basic fundamentals of manhood. The father wasn't there, so he never received the basics of manhood. And that is very important when it comes to your development as a man. So if you don't receive that lesson at an early age, the importance of manhood and what it represents, if you don't get that at an early age, you're going to be in big trouble later on in life. So yeah, so it's not just like me talking to women. I correct the simps, the beta male. So it goes both ways, man. It really goes. Even though you might know me for talking about the women more, but I get on these dudes' head too because they're just as bad.
Right. I see you talking a lot about Cynthia G. A
Oh,
lot.
yeah,
I can't stand her. I can't even. I try to watch her content just to see what she's talking about, but I can't even watch it. She hurt my brain. Like the things she say, it just sound like pure hatred towards men and towards herself too. Like at her as a black woman, it seems like she has a lot of hatred inside of her.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know.
And like that. And the crazy part about it is she got a lot of followers, but you have a lot of scorned women that feel the same way that she feels. So this is why her platform is big as it is, because a lot of people share her pain and misery, unfortunately. So,
Right.
it's my thing is this. Cynthia G haven't said anything that, how could I say this? I can't think of anything that Cynthia G said is beneficial for black women in the black community. Like when I talk about black women, I do tell them, like, listen, if you did this and you did that, men would value you more. Men would be more attracted to you. So my content is solution based, whether people want to acknowledge that or not. Cynthia G is just like black men ain't shit. They're coons. Black men ain't shit compared to a white man.
Mhm.
There's no solution in that. That ain't
Personally,
nothing but hatred.
yeah.
That is not solution-based content. She's not making content saying that black men and black women, maybe we can do this and we can be. She's not promoting family. She's not promoting togetherness. She's not promoting none of that. She's spewing pure hatred for the black man. No,
She's
that
actually
content is
promoting.
not solution based.
She's actually promoting deleting black male babies.
Yes, yes.
So you know how that goes, but yeah.
She's up. I know. And look, you know what's crazy, Melanie? YouTube allows her to keep that shit up. And you know what? Look, if I made a video saying, man, look, this is how you know there's an agenda. If I made videos talking about deleting or aborting a specific gender, which is black women, don't you know my channel would have been terminated?
Oh yeah, I know. The crazy part is I watched them delete Tommy Sotomayor. I watched them threaten to delete Kevin Samuel's channel when he was
Mm-hmm.
alive.
Yeah.
But it's like the women, they can say and do whatever they want to black
Yeah.
men. And it's just crazy to me. Like, how come that is allowed?
It's when I thought about it, when they told me who owned YouTube, it made perfect sense. It's a white female feminist that owns YouTube. So, you know, that right there lines up with their agenda. So it makes perfect sense. So like I said, it makes perfect sense. It really did. Because when I looked at it, I said, damn, you just I said, damn. So you really gonna dispute? But the thing is like we don't control YouTube, we don't own YouTube. So all I do is just try to stay in the guidelines because last month the black female Karen told YouTube that I was cyberbullying her and harassing, and they flagged my channel, but I appealed it. And when they reviewed the content, they realized what I was saying wasn't hate speech, so they reinstated my channel. But yeah, they struck my channel just because of an allegation. YouTube didn't even look into it first. So I had
That's
to appeal the case for them to say, okay, this wasn't hate speech, for them to reinstate it. So the thing about it is, black people, we got to create our own platforms. If we want our message to be respected on the level that it should be respected, we got to create our own platforms. You know, ain't nobody gonna do it for us. We got to do it for ourselves because YouTube is a bias. Let me give you an example. My computer crashed 2 weeks ago. Before my computer crashed, I was getting 1,000 live viewers, 700, 800.
mm-hmm.
When I went back live on my cell phone after my computer crashed, I'm getting like 150, 1, 2. I'm like, what the hell? So
Wow.
they be shadow banning my channel. My numbers kind of go up and down like a seesaw. They really do. Like
Yeah.
it goes up and down like a seesaw. But before that, you can see the views on the channel. I did a live stream on the takeoff that it was like 47,000. The other one, 15, 17,000. I had 2,000 live viewers like the whole week. I was doing different stuff. I was getting 800. My computer crashed, and then my channel got flagged. And then every time my channel gets flagged, it takes me out of the algorithm. I don't know why that is, but anytime one of these birds flag my channel, it messes with my algorithm. And on top of that, my channel was demonetized. Maybe that has something to do with it.
That's wild. And it's crazy. You say your channel's demonetized because Cynthia G still can get super chats. Like after everything she says.
They demonetized me. YouTube, like I be telling people, when I tell people YouTube police the hell out of my channel, they don't even want to let me monetize even I'm like, listen, I kind of cut back on the profanity even as of lately. I said, hold on, I got to check all that profanity laced stuff out because now it's all about being professional. YouTube is a business. So like even with my second channel, I got like 2K subs on there. I'm gonna keep the language clean so I can monetize that. And then I'll keep TV1 like my regular live channel. But yeah, man, I get demonetized for the silliest stuff. I've been flagged for the silliest stuff. But it's just my content is controversial, and a lot of these divestors be reporting it. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm gonna get into the next question because I hear you talking a lot about ratchet black women on your channel and how you like to travel and meet Hispanic women and other races of women because black women are just done pretty much in America. So, my question to you, first of all, are you a passport bro?
I'm not a passport, bro. I'm not. Like I
Okay.
travel. You know, I can. I'm not part of that group, but you know, I am a successful black man that can travel. You know, I got my own house. You know what I mean? I own my
Mhm.
car and stuff like that. And I can travel whenever I want to. But I'm not a passport brother because, you know, I like black women. Black women have always been my number one choice. I like black women and I like Latina women too. Mainly like the Afro Latinas. I like Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, like the black ones though.
Mhm.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Oh,
I've
you
never written black women off completely. I've written off the ratchet black women who fall in the category that I speak on. But no, I've never just written black women off completely because that's my preference.
right. All right. So, did you write off westernized black women? Because you said you like foreign black women. Did you write?
I like Western art. This is the thing, Melanie. I like black women. It's very few of them that really want to fall in line. And my thing is this. I'm not the type of man that tell a woman she can't have her opinion. Like submitting to a man doesn't mean you can't have an opinion. You know, I like to have conversations. I don't want a robot who don't have no input on nothing.
Right.
so you know, I want my woman to have an opinion and some type of input. So no, I'm not looking for a robot. I'm not. But if I wouldn't mind like a woman that's from America, she just kind of she got to understand men. She like you. I can have a
Mhm.
conversation with you. I can talk to you damn near all night because you understand where I'm coming from. And you know I don't have
Right.
malicious intent. So the conversation will go smooth because you're not coming with your guard up. You're coming to the table to have you're linking up with me and we're having this conversation and you have a higher level of understanding because you listened to the content before. So you got an idea of where I'm coming from. So no, I wouldn't just write off all women here. Now, the majority of them, yes, I've wrote off the majority of them, but I will say there are some black women that I've met, that I've had conversations with, that actually, you know, that have, you know, wife qualities, and you know, on that level. But for the most part, I would say no. But I haven't wrote black women off completely. I will say that. But I have
Okay.
wrote most of them, yes.
Well, that's good to know. So, black women still have a chance as long as they're sweet, submissive,
Yes.
feminine, fit, friendly, all of that good stuff, which
Hmm.
there aren't many, let's be honest. Most women here are ratchets, they're masculine, they like to argue, combative, everything. But that brings me to talk about the women in the space. How can you tell a chameleon from a true pygmy? And you know what we call pygmies in the space,
Yeah.
women. Yeah. So how can you tell a chameleon from a true pygmy?
A chameleon is like a chameleon consumes content, right? She listens to a lot of, you know, male content, and she tries to figure out what men want, and she'll just kind of just repeat like basically what she feel like men want and what men want to hear. That's what a chameleon does, but she's not going to have no original thought, no original content. See, a woman who genuinely has love for a black man, she could get on here and make content and just speak about her thoughts, her experiences, and what she wants as a woman. And
Right.
she don't have to necessarily, she ain't got to necessarily repeat what the men are saying. You know what I mean? She don't have to do that. She can just kind of speak from her experiences, and you can tell that it's genuine. But a lot of these females are just repeating things that they heard men say, and they're just saying what they feel like men want to hear. So yeah, there's communities in this space that are making money doing that. And like I say, I'm not mad at them. The men should know better. This is where you this is why you should be laced with game. Your tennis shoes got to be laced, man. You got to have discernment. And if you don't, then you know what I mean? It's just, you know, the jokes is gonna be on you. I don't get mad at female for playing men. This is what I said earlier. I said I don't get mad. I tell people all the time, don't get mad, get game. That's my trademark. You know,
Right.
learn how to play the game. Getting mad ain't gonna change a damn thing, but having some game will. Basically, what I'm saying is when you have game, you know how to operate, you know how to navigate, which means you know how to move. So you're not gonna be bamboozled. So having game will change things in your life because you know how to navigate, you know how to move, you have a full understanding. But when you get mad, you're caught in your feelings and nothing's gonna change. You're just dealing with frustration. There's no real navigation. You continue to bump your head because you don't know how to move. You lack navigation. This is why the game is very important. And when I talk about game, I'm not saying game is in manipulating or playing game. Game is in knowledge, wisdom, and information, giving you a better understanding of where we're coming from. So it's knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's what I mean when I say game, not game as in playing games like these squares things.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, thanks for that. So now we know what you think a chameleon is, and you did say there's a lot in the space. But how I can tell the difference between who's a chameleon and who's not. Chameleons say things like, "Oh, give me some nail money. Come on, y'all. The cash app is rolling." They say things like that. Which we know who said that. I'm not gonna say any names. I'm not gonna put anybody on blast.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, chameleons say things like that. Also, I saw a rise of chameleons after Kevin Samuels passed. Did
Oh
you
my
notice that?
God.
Right? Because there was only a few women in the space at one point. But then
Yep.
Kevin Samuels came. Even when he came around and he started blowing up, a lot of women saw that as an opportunity to regurgitate his talking points and get paid off of it because they were pretty.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting back watching, like, come on, these men can't tell. These men are like giving all their money to these women because they're beautiful, and they can't tell that these are the same talking points they've been saying for years. People like you, people like Tommy Sotomayor, people
Yeah.
like everybody been
Yeah.
saying it,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. But you know
So,
what? But you know what, Melody? Like as a content creator, as a female, if you're beautiful, that's really like I could say this. That's like you done already won 95. You done already won 85 to 90% of the battle. All you got to do is say some things that halfway make sense. It ain't got to make full sense. It can halfway make sense. But see,
right.
this is the thing. Now, if you're a beautiful female and you're honest and real, it's going to be harder for you to gain subscribers. You know what I mean? Because people are gonna, oh, well, she ain't married, she ain't this, she ain't. Listen, man, listen. I'm not gonna get into all that. My thing is now the female chameleons come up easy. Like this is why they get a lot of numbers. Like if she looks good and she's pandering it, like if you look good as a woman and you pander to black men, you're gonna make a lot of money. See, you just have conversations about what it is, and it's natural, it's genuine. You're not pandering. Now, these females who show their breasts and they're attractive and they pander to black men, oh, they make a lot of money. They can repeat everything I said and get more cash apps than me, even though I said this shit 5 years ago.
And that's another thing that upsets me. Another thing that upsets me, and I'm gonna hold these men accountable, because
Mm-hmm.
people always tell me, hey, you're a pick me, you don't hold the men accountable. So this is what I'm gonna hold the men accountable for not supporting your brothers in the space who've been saying the same talking points as these chameleons. You guys don't even send $1, but yet you be in their chat sending $50,
Yep.
$100, $500. But you be in Red Supreme's chat, and the most you send him is $2, $3.
I
And
got
I'm
my,
like,
this is the thing, Melanie. I got my loyal supporters that support, but then most of these guys, they're just coming to steal game. They like I be telling people all the time, like I did a little mini show, a little short show on TV2. I said, listen, I put shows up where I left shows up where we barely got 12 or 13 cash apps and I had 300 some live viewers, right?
mm-hmm,
Now there's content creators that wouldn't dare leave that shit up. They'll take it down. My thing is, I think I've been too nice to my audience because I left a lot of live streams up where the support just really didn't meet my standards, but I left it up for the sake of the game because I know some young people out here and some women and some young brothers who need the message. So for the sake of the message, I left it up. But if I just thought about no. So when I see people, oh, Ruby, it's clowns that make videos talking about how many cash apps I get, how I beg for cash app. I said, if you got time to watch the money I make, you ain't got a life. You
right.
got time. You got time to make videos and live streams about how I conduct how I run my channel. It's like, my nigga, get a life.
Mm-hmm.
But it's this is the thing, Melanie. When it comes to black men, we pocket watch each other and we hate on each other.
Yeah.
Because I don't mean to toot my horn. These niggas ain't got a mouth pout. I'm being real with you. I gotta toot my horn for a second, baby. These
Go
niggas ain't
ahead
got
and
no
see that.
mouthpiece like me. These niggas got receded hairlines. They bald headed. These niggas is fat. These niggas ain't handsome as me. These niggas ain't spitting game like me. So
Right.
there's a clear difference in me and these niggas. I'm over 6 feet tall. I'm in shape. I'm over 6 feet tall. I got all my hair. My hairline ain't receded. I'm in great shape. I take care of myself. These niggas ain't fucking with me. They're not. A lot of these niggas hide behind avatars because they know they look a goddamn fool if they cammed up.
Right. Right.
They know they look a fool. That's why they ain't gonna never cam up. They know they look a fool.
That's why they be hating, huh?
Yeah. So look, when it comes to me, women can say, okay, he's a handsome looking guy. He's a tall guy. He's not on YouTube because he can't get no woman. You can clearly see that. But when you see these other guys, they fat, they short, niggas can't cam up because they look a damn fool. So when I look at these niggas, I say, the reason you ain't supporting me because you're hating. Because I'm saying, nigga, I haven't switched up. I've been on YouTube preaching the game. I've been here just, chopping it. I ain't switched up. I could
Mm-hmm.
have eaten. You know what, Melanie? You know what I could have did? If I
What's that?
left race out of my content, my channel would be bigger. If I just talked about just dating and left race out of it, my channel would be a whole lot bigger. But see, I
Mm-hmm.
care about black people so much that I understand that some of these issues got to be addressed. I'm not one of these guys who can just make money and ignore issues in the community. But there's a lot of guys in the manosphere who refuse to talk about issues that affect black people. But this is the thing, though. They know if they discuss black issues, they're going to make less money because black men don't support other black men like that. They just don't. Like, they do, but they don't. I'll say they do, but they don't, because it goes back to what we were just saying. How could a female, just a chameleon, get more cash? Listen, I'm not hurting for no cash. Please believe me. You got to be stupid to think that. When I decided to quit my job, I left with bread, and I made a lot of bread since I've been on YouTube. So I'm good. My paper is straight. I'm not tripping on that. It's the principle, though. How could a female who been on YouTube, who ain't doing nothing but repeating red pill talking points, and you got black men who claim to be red pill to support those women more than their brothers? So that right there shows you the lack of loyalty in black men. A lot of these black men, they just want to hear you talk about women. But it's like, you want to hear all this red pill shit, but you're not even really supporting it in a way that you should. So my thing is this. With 2023, I don't know. I'm not making gender biased content. I see the bullshit in black men and black women. I'm calling all of it out. I see these niggas who are suckers, and I see these females that have issues. So no, I'm not holding punches on nobody. I see flaws on both sides, and I'm here to correct. I'm not here to sit up there. I'm not here to ignore. I'm here to correct, because correction is necessary, especially in our community.
Right. Well, you're right about that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have nothing to say about that. But the condition of the manosphere, since you brought that up, let's talk about that. What's your biggest problem with this space?
My biggest problem with the space is
Biggest problem. Yeah.
the blue pill. Let me say this slow. The blue pill beta males who pretend to be alpha males and red pill. There's a lot of guys pretending. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys, they don't like, you've never heard them around a woman. A lot of these guys don't qualify to give this advice. They just don't. It's kind of like how Cynthia G don't qualify to give black women advice. It's a lot of black men who are preaching red pill, but they're actually beta males who
Well, can
pretend to
you,
be red pill and alpha males. So
well, can you,
it's the space. Just like we got chameleons, we got beta males who pretend to be alpha males in this space too. So it's oversaturated with that.
well, how can you tell the real? Like I asked you about the chameleons, how can you tell the real from the fake with the
You can
guys?
you see when you been raised around Max and players, you can smell a phony. You can smell the bologna on them.
Mm.
You know what I mean? You don't smell roast beef. You smell bologna on these foods. So it's kind of like I can listen to what somebody is saying, and I can tell if they really been laced with game, or if they're just venting, or if they're just venting because they have issues with women. I know the difference. I know a content creator who's actually giving men advice and game, opposed to a man who's just complaining. There's the difference. See, my content, I'm not complaining because I don't have problems like that. I'm just talking about the mindset that holds women back. But I don't make content because I can't get a woman and I gotta travel overseas to get one. That's not my stance. That ain't what it is with me. I don't have to. I can leave the country. I can get on the plane if I wanted to, but I don't need to do that to meet a woman. Like, and I'm not mad at the guys that do, because a lot of guys are fed up. So I'm not knocking them for going wherever they want to go. I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying, for me personally, uh, I've had, I've like I said, man, I've how could I say this? Of course, the westernized, it affects all men, but right, I don't deal with women like that, so it don't affect me personally. I just speak in general of why men are looking at other places. But as far as, me speaking about, my personal experience, no, I don't have those issues. I just tend to stray away from women who have a certain type of mindset. But
Right.
nah, like I said, I'm just a content creator. You can reach out to me. We can have a conversation. And like, whatever you want to talk about on the stream, you can ask me. It ain't no problem.
Well, they're saying they want you to name names, but you want to save that for when we open a panel, or would you want to get into that right now?
Name. See, they want me
Well,
to they want me to call out people.
well, yeah, you've done it before, right? On your channel.
Yeah, but I don't really want to call people out because I don't want to beef with other brothers like that. I just want I'm more so attacking the mentality. I don't want to attack anybody personally. I'm just attacking the mentality.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so it can apply to anybody. So I don't want to single anybody out. 'Cause, oh, that nigga Red was talking shit about me.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say, hey, if the shoe fit, the shoe fit. But we just gonna call out the mentality. We ain't gonna call out people personally.
Well, what do you think needs to be done to fix the space? If you had any advice, if you had to create a whole new manosphere, how would it be?
Well, if I created a new manosphere, it wouldn't be people pretending like like only the authentic. Listen, the only people who will get support will be the authentic, and the way we'll weed that out is um there's a lot of things to look for. You know, a lot of these guys can't cam up. You will never see a lot of these guys. They'll never, like, if you've been on YouTube for years, show somebody something. Do you have a studio set up? Damn, my nigga, you've been on YouTube for years and you just hiding behind an avatar. Now I get it. Everybody do their thing, but uh all these guys who can't show nothing, those are the niggas who are fronting. If they can't show you nothing, they're fronting. Some of these guys, you ain't never seen them go nowhere. You ain't never seen them go out of town. You ain't never heard them around no women. You ain't never seen them with no women. So a lot of these guys who are just talking behind avatars, they're good as cooked when it comes to me. You can't just be talking behind no avatar for years and not camming up and never showing nothing. It's like, nah, my nigga, we ain't fucking with that. At
Game
some
Changer,
point you got to show improve. You got to show something at some point, bro.
Game Changer said he fit that description.
I but see, there's a lot. I don't see. I'm not taking shots at Game Changer. What I'm saying is there's a lot of guys who are hiding and they're not coming to the forefront. They're hiding. They're just doing a lot of talking, but nobody knows who they are. No one has ever seen them in public. Nobody even knows who they are. So I'm not saying everybody who uses an avatar is fake, but that allowed a lot of fake niggas to slip through the cracks. That's what I'm saying.
Right. I get what
That's
you're
what I'm
saying.
saying.
Yeah, because some of these guys really can't show their face because of their job, and I think that's Game Changer's
Yeah, and
reason
I'm
why.
not mad at Game Changer for that because I chopped it up with Game Changer. If you got a career, I get that. I'm not mad at that. So don't even take what I'm saying personal. You know,
Right.
because if you got it, like, there's a lot of guys who ain't got nothing going on and they're just on YouTube talking shit. Those are the guys I'm talking about. Now, if you got a career and stuff going on, I understand why you're doing that. I'm not mad at you. So that doesn't apply to you. But if you're just talking shit, you ain't got nothing going on, you hiding behind an avatar, nigga, you know, it's like you don't have no corporate job, fool. You're hiding behind that avatar because you're just hiding. Now I get what he's saying because he has a corporate job. He's trying to, protect that. I get it. So I'm not even tripping off that. I get it. If I had a corporate job, I wouldn't be on YouTube either. But I've been working for myself for the last 8 years. And I've done pretty damn good doing it. But if I had a corporate job, I don't think I would be on YouTube. I don't think I would be on here either myself, as far as camming up,
Exactly. No, I definitely get it. I
Mm-hmm.
get what you're saying. I think GC, he said, yeah, it's never personal. I think
Now
him.
GC understand. GC know I ain't throwing no shot at him. He know that.
Yeah, Eugene Steele said it's that way with some of the women content creators too. They don't cam up, they don't show their face, but they still get all the support from the men. Like a
Yeah,
couple of
yeah,
them like that.
yeah.
Well, you never know.
You never know. It's just that. And then when I told GC, it's like there's a lot of people with jobs who have real things going on in their life, and I understand why they don't cam up. But the guys who don't have anything going on, who are just incels talking shit, they are the ones that's messing it up for everybody. Because then you say, well, all these niggas that cam up must be like that. When even though a lot of them are, but it doesn't necessarily apply to everybody, because you have guys with careers and things going on. So I get it. But you have guys who are just content creators. They don't have no corporate jobs. They're just hiding because they're hiding. You
Hey,
know?
listen, if it don't apply, just let it fly. It's not
Yeah,
about you.
this, and the same with black women, Melanie. I don't hate black women, but for the ones that it applied to, hey, you gotta work. If the shoe fit, it fits. But
It
no,
fits.
and like I told you, I never wrote off all black women. The majority, yes. But there's some black women, I've met black women that I've had great conversations with. They were down to earth and they understood exactly where I was coming from. It's not a lot of them, but I do meet them.
Right. I mean, there's some of them who don't wear bonnets and PJs in public and who's not over 200 pounds. I mean, there's plenty of them, but the sad part is a majority of them are not, are like that. They're big, fat, they have nasty attitudes. They don't know how to treat a man. They'll laugh at you if you ask, hey, do you cook for your man? I've had a woman tell me, hell no, I don't cook for my man. He cooked for me. I'm serious. She was like, he cooked for me. He
And
rubbed
she
my
still want
feet.
them to pay bills. So she
Yeah,
want them to bring the bread home and cook.
absolutely. She
Damn,
was
she
like,
did
he
she didn't
rubbed
got her a
my
woman with a pair of nuts.
right? And the girl is like a 4. She's not even a 5.
She ain't even
So,
fine. She talking reckless and she ain't even fine.
exactly.
Oh man.
But I want to get into tonight's topic, which is modern women lack relationship skills.
Yeah.
So, my first question to you is, why do you think modern women think relationships or marriage should be 50-50?
Well, that's that equality feminism. But see, this is the thing that they're not even being honest about that, because, and this is what it is, Melanie. A lot of black women will say, "Oh, well, I want 50-50. I want equality." But when it comes time for you to pay the bills, they want you to pay everything. That's not equality. Um, you know, you want a man, like, if you're saying I want a protector and a provider, that's not 50-50. You're looking for gender superiority. You're looking to be treated like a queen without doing a damn thing. You want the
Exactly.
man to be the provider and the protector, but at the same time, you want equal say as he. Like I said, last time I read the Bible, it said God, man, woman, and child. The
Hmm.
woman, the modern black woman, wants to be on the same level as the man. She'll say, I want equality. But then If you told her, okay, well, pay half of the bills, I ain't paying half of the bill. Well, that ain't 50-50. That ain't equality. See, I don't
Exactly.
need a woman. This is the thing, Melanie. I pay my bills by myself. I don't need a woman to pay anything. You know, my money is straight. I don't. I don't have to do. Listen, I don't have to hop on YouTube for the rest of the year, and my bills are still paid. I'm straight. My paper is straight. I don't need to get. I get on YouTube because I like doing it, not because I'm trying to make rent money. My shit is straight. I can go to Jamaica tomorrow if I want to. I can go to
Right.
Jamaica and chill for the rest of the year and not do now YouTube video, and I still got bread. Red Supreme gonna be straight. But
Right.
you know what I'm saying though is like it like, oh, I want 50-50. I want a 50-50 relationship. But when he said, okay, pay half of the bills, she got a problem with that. That's hypocrisy.
Yeah. And she like, listen, right. And she's like, I know women that'll be like, hey, we both went to work today. So you cook today and I cook tomorrow. Let's take turns cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Or they just, I don't know, they just want it to be equal and it's really not. Um Being
I would
submissive
say
is
this, Melanie, they don't want it to be equal. They just want things their way. Because if they wanted things to be equal, they wouldn't have a problem paying half of the rent. That's the epitome of equality. How you gonna say I want equality and 50-50, but you don't want to pay half of the bills?
right. They
You
don't
know?
want to pay the bill. They don't want the hard jobs that men have. They don't want none of that.
Yeah. So don't just say, just be honest about what you want. But no woman wants 50-50. Now I've seen Glorilla do a video, and she's a hood chick, but I'm like, wow, this hood chick said something that actually made sense. She said, hey, this 2022. We all make money, we work. Why you want the man to pay for everything if you make money and you work too? If we a team, then we all working together, trying to make this situation better. So when she said that, black women got pissed off with her, but it actually made sense. She's
Yeah,
telling women, if you got a job and you make money, why do you have a problem spending money on your man?
exactly.
I'm not saying you spend money on a bum nigga. You spend money on a man that you know that will do the same thing for you. Not
Right.
some nigga who's trying to live off you. No, you treat your man like a king, especially if he treats you like his queen. I don't have a problem treating my woman like a queen, but she better be treating me like a king. Not a king, a king, a K-A-N-G, a king.
Okay. Right? That's
You know?
funny. So hold on. Don't let the woman make more than a man. He's gonna get treated like that crap.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Okay. Right?
Yeah, because money, females get a false sense of power when they make a certain amount of money. You know, a female starts to feel like she's better than a man. See the difference between a female with money and a man with money? See, when a man get money, his instinct is to provide and protect. Like a man with money, if he cares about, he don't even care that you have money. If a man has financial security, he don't really care if his woman has money. Now, of
Mhm.
course, you don't want a woman who does absolutely nothing, but that's not what you're really caring about. You're looking at the femininity. How great is her personality? Can you see prosperity in the future? Do you see unity with you and this woman? Can you make progress with this woman? Is she down with the program? Can you guys make progress? Is she willing to add to the process? See, all of those things make sense to a man who's looking for a certain kind of woman. So, like I said, it's just like the 50 black women don't want 50-50. They want gender superiority. That's the reality, baby.
Mhm. No, for real. I see it all the time. I see it all the time in the Black community. And Prime VA 757 says other races of women understand that for the most part. And that's true, right? Other
Mhm.
races of women are more feminine, more submissive, and they understand even if they work just like their man work, they still have responsibilities. They still have to cook, they still have to clean. Some men even like their bath water ran, their feet rubbed. There's a lot of things you got to do. You got to go above and beyond to make sure your man is good. And
Yeah,
plus, when he comes home from work, he wants you to be his peace.
yeah,
He,
you know,
you
yeah, exactly. And and Melanie, we're simple as men. We don't ask for a whole lot. We're we're like we're simple. We just want a woman that compliments us. A woman that understands she wasn't working. Okay, I'm gonna make a meal because I know he wants to come on, eat and chill. That's a woman who cares about you. That's a woman that's thinking about your well-being. And that matters, especially if you're thinking about having a wife and actually settling down with a woman and her being the mother of your children. The woman being considering how you feel, what you're going through, what would make you feel better after a long days of work. A woman who thinks like that is a keeper, but you don't have too many women like that left in society because society has told women that get a man that's going to do this for you. Get a man that's going to do that. Level up, girl. So they're
Right.
just basically teaching women how to use men. They're not teaching women how to cater to men. My thing is this. A man will give his woman the world if she knew how, like, it's not hard to please a man. It's really not. They like when it comes to pleasing a man, these are things that are priceless. It don't take
Mhm.
money to please a man. Be pleasing to the eye, respectful, being considerate of what that man wants, being his support system, being giving him peace when he comes home, love and affection, and the man will give you love and protection in return. Give him love and affection, and he'll give you protection in return. So it has to be reciprocated. And most women have never seen that demonstrated. They never seen her mother. They never seen their mothers reciprocate that energy to a man because they seen men in and out. So a lot of times you can only become whatever you've been taught, the lessons that was given to you, that's what you're going to become. So if you was raised by a single mother telling you get what you can get out of a man, subconsciously, that's what you're going to do. That's what you're going to become, unless you're just a female who wants to be the total opposite of her mother, because I've seen that as well.
Yeah.
Some females wanting to be the opposite of their mother, but for the most part, the fruit don't fall too far from the tree.
Not at all. And like you said, you're right. They don't have fathers, and these mothers telling them their fathers ain't shit. Excuse my language, and all this other stuff. And a lot of women are looking for a daddy too, not a man. Do you see that a lot in the community?
Yeah, and I like that you said that, Melanie, because if you're saying, I want him to do this, do that, that's a daddy. You're saying that I want equality, but you don't want to pay half of the bills.
Right.
So you want a man to provide, protect. You basically want this man to do things that your daddy never did. But the cold part about it is you don't even love and respect that man. You feel entitled. You feel like he should do this just because you're female, and it's not based on what you've done to him for him. It's not based on what you actually proved to him. You're coming to the table feeling he should do this for me because that's entitlement.
Yeah.
That's not love. That's not loyalty. That's entitlement. You're saying that the man should do this just because, and it's not based on what you actually done for him. Basically, let me give you an example. Like you start doing this, like you got a woman, right? You do things for her that you ain't never done for another woman. The reason that you do that because she's proved herself. She's proved her loyalty through actions. She's been down with you. The woman gives you peace. You love being with this woman. She makes you feel good. So you love this woman. You don't mind providing for her and taking care of her because she's already proved herself through actions that she's on your teams. And that right there is the woman who deserves that. But see, most women don't want that. See, they feel like, oh, well, a man should just do it because I'm a woman, just because. They don't feel
Yeah.
like they have to put in, they don't feel like they got to put in any work. Like I said yesterday, these black women want you to prove that you're a real man to them. Like she'll sit back and she got 5 other niggas she's dating, and you meet her, and by her entertaining 5 other guys, she think I got niggas that want me, so I ain't gotta prove nothing to no man. So she want you to prove that you're a real man to her, because she's already juggling other niggas. And I tell brothers, get rid of them. If a
I hate
woman is dating other men and she's not solely focused on you, don't take your money out. Don't take your money and spend that on her. You need that woman's undivided, full attention. And if she's not going to give you that kind of attention, what I mean by attention is She's not entertaining other men. She's dealing with you. She's bonding with you. You guys, that's the woman that you can actually take out and do things with. Never spend your money on a woman that's entertaining other men, because she's giving her energy to all these other places. So she has very little left for you, because she already gave most of her energy to other men. This is why black women say, "Oh well, like you meet a black woman, I mean, I ain't gonna be doing all this for no man. I ain't gonna be doing all that. Whoa, 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 whoa. I ain't gonna submit to no man." See, black women, modern black, the majority, they come to the table telling you what they ain't gonna do. They don't come to the table telling you what they can do for a man. They come to the table telling you what they ain't gonna do for no damn man.
Right. And
I ain't gonna be cooking for no man. I ain't gonna be doing this. You like, well, goddamn, that's how you gonna meet a man and be on how you gonna be in a positive space with a man, and you already coming to the table talking about what you ain't gonna do. And the only reason she's saying that is because of bad experiences in the past. You will never see a woman who had positive experiences with relationships saying what she ain't gonna do for no man. It's always a female who had bad experiences. I ain't gonna be doing it for no man.
right. You wash your own clothes. I ain't washing your clothes. Yeah.
And know what, Melanie? Like a couple years ago, look, I was dating this one chick, black woman, and her mother saw her cooking for me, making me a plate. Do you know her mother pulled her to the side? Girl, you need to stop cooking for this man. I don't know why you always cooking for this man. Woo, woo, woo. Her daughter was like, well, I like him. I wanted him to taste my food, blah, blah, blah. Her mother tried to convince her that she shouldn't be cooking for me or submitting to me.
Wow. You know what's crazy? Something similar. I told this story on my channel. Something similar happened to me where I was making my man a plate. We was out. I was actually at one of my girls' house. She was having a get together. I was with my man at the time. And I was making him a plate, and they was like, he can make his own plate. Don't make his plate. And I'm like, what? He's hungry. He's in there chilling with the other men, drinking his beer. I'm gonna make his plate and bring it to him. That's what I'm gonna do. But they're like, oh, that's stupid. He got legs. He can get up and make his own plate. I'm like, okay.
They don't want you. No, it's crazy. It's like they don't want that. It's like it bothers women to see a woman actually catering to her man. Like it actually bothers them to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And most of those women are single.
Yeah, they are. They are.
That's why my advice to young women out there, never, if you're in a relationship, never hang with single women. That's the worst thing you can do.
Bingo.
Right?
Right. That's some good advice. Like if you got a man and you guys are making progress, you can't hang with single women. They're gonna encourage that you do something that's gonna be damaging to your relationship,
Exactly. And especially the older ones. Older women, oh my God, they want to see you fail. Only because they failed, right? Because they failed in life. So they want to see other women fail in life. It's sad. It really is.
Yeah, they do, because this, like you said about that single thing. Now, the female outsider, her mother didn't have no man. She can't so she's telling her daughter that she shouldn't be doing this for no man. I'm thinking like, well, we see why you ain't got one, and you encouraging, you want your daughter to follow in your footsteps, and she'll be bitter and unhappy just like you if she followed that. So that's not. That's not. And a lot of women, like I say, the sad part about it is black women, it's the culture. They come to the table telling you what they ain't gonna do. I played a video of this white girl the other day. She said, oh yeah, she said, my body is natural. I work out. I'm gonna cook you meals when you get off work. I know how to she was saying how she knows how to shut the world off and just live in a world with her and her man. She don't give a damn about. Basically, she's saying, I'm not influenced by any outside forces. This is me and my man against the world. I'm gonna cook him good food and I'm gonna look good for him. You know what I mean? So she was basically saying what she can provide for a man. If she had a man, this is what she'd do for him. Black women don't say that. Well, I ain't gonna do this for him. I get it. I ain't gonna be doing this and that. Whoa. How the white girl said what she would do. And the service that she can provide for a man. The black woman said what she ain't gonna do for no nigga.
That's so sad. And a lot of them are saying submission is earned. What is your take on that? Like some women like, I'm not gonna be submissive to no nigga unless he prove himself.
Bingo. See, it goes back to what I was saying. She wants you to prove that you're a real man. So basically, you got to do all this shit to prove to her. And a lot of these females, they've been through, they're single mothers, been through terrible relationships. Why would a man who can offer a better woman, why would a man who can offer a woman a better life prove himself to a woman like you? You done had all this baggage and drama. Why would he
Right,
do all of that to prove something to you when your life is terrible because of the horrible decisions you made? So why would he prove anything to a woman of your caliber?
right. And
Well,
shout
if
out,
a
yeah,
man want me to submit, he got to prove that he a real man first.
right. And shout out to Game Changer. He says, younger, hotter, sexier, childless. These are the women that these men can get. So why would they want you with all your baggage and what you're not gonna do for a man? And you're probably a single mother, most likely.
Right. She's a single mother, and she's telling you that you gotta prove that you're a real man to her, and she a single mom. Come on, nah, that's like that. If that ain't delusion 101, I don't know what is.
Right?
Delusional.
Exactly. All right. So let me get into the next question. So why is it that modern women always believe that they don't need men? And that's why they're single forever. What's your take on that?
Society, man, it's like if society tells you, hey, I'll give you an apartment, you can get a job, and you can get an education. That made
Mhm.
it to where black women feel like, well, I don't need no man. I can do all this, and I don't need no man. But see, this is where the black community is in trouble. It don't matter how much money you make as a woman. It don't matter how much money you make. No amount of money can replace the role of a man. And I'll give you an example. You can buy your children everything they want, the toys, to give them everything they want. But
Mhm.
I don't give a damn how much money a woman wants. The role of a man is priceless. The teachings, the fundamentals, the way that the father disciplines children and keeps them grounded, that is priceless. Money cannot replace the role of a man. And that's something that black women have failed to understand because society has told them, as long as you get a job and an education, you ain't gonna need no man. You're gonna be able to pay them bills. And they're right. You can pay your bills, you can do all this, and you don't, but guess what? Your children are suffering because guess what? God meant for man and woman to be together. Your money does not replace the role of a man, and black women fail to understand that. You know, you take a child that was raised by a father, of not a simp, but a father that instilled, a father that taught his children so that they can be grounded, give them the things that they need to make progress in life. Money cannot replace the role of a father. Now, it's good to have financial stability and security, but the role of a father is priceless. You can't put a price tag on it. You just can't because money can't buy that. It just can't. Man make the money, money don't make the man. So your money can't make a man. That's the reality of it.
Right. I think we all, as women, we need men. We need our black men to survive. Like, there's no way what we make a year is gonna take care of everything. The household, the groceries, all of that. We can't do it
Yeah.
by ourselves. And a lot of women aren't looking into the future. They're just thinking about now. Yeah, I'm a bad bee. Yeah, I can get a man to do whatever I want for me. They want to go jump from man to man. They're not thinking about the future, settling down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that I think that's what it is with the modern women. But real quick, before you say anything, shout out to Dark Skin TV. Hi, Rashida. I love me some Rashida. She said, "How are you contributing to the black family?" I think that's for you. How are you contributing, and are you married? She want to know.
No, 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 no. I'm not married, but I will have a black queen. And how do I contribute to the black family? Well, I spread knowledge to the people who are in need of knowledge, wisdom, and information. And I have no problem. You know what I mean? Like I say, uh, the knowledge, wisdom, and information is taking people far. I don't make content because I hate the women. I'm telling women where they're going wrong. Like I'm telling them this mentality is running men off. I'm not telling black men that they shouldn't date black women because they're black. I'm telling the men that they shouldn't deal with them because of their mentality. There's a big
Mm,
difference. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I contribute to the black family by spreading knowledge, wisdom, and information, giving brothers and sisters navigation, teaching them how to move, teaching them how to daily improve with this game. There you
yeah,
go.
facts. And she says, I bet they use women who are highly paid, though. What's your take on that?
Who use women that are highly paid?
I guess she's saying like the men, like
Nah,
men in general.
well, broke. This is the thing. This is the thing, though. And I shout out to Rashida Strover. I've been, I haven't checked out Rashida,
Yeah,
but look, check this
yeah,
out though. Men who have things going on, they're not looking for women's money. The only man that's using a woman for money is a broke man. So if you're only attracting broke men, that says a lot about you as a character, which means men with money don't really want anything to do with you outside of sex. So at some point, the woman got to look at herself and do some soul searching. If you're attracting these men who are using you for money, then there's something about you that niggas with money don't want.
right.
Yeah.
That fact. So now that let's see, Rashida, she's in the building. So let's talk about colorism a little bit since we got Rashida up in here. Um, okay, what I'm gonna say first because this is like freestyling my questions. Um, are you into dark skinned women?
I like, and you know what, Melon, I'm glad that you asked that. I like black women of all shades. I'm high yellow, I'm light skinned. And,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we
people
all
call,
see that.
yeah, so people, oh, you a pretty boy with long hair. But I've had dark skinned girlfriends. I've never disqualified a black woman because of her skin tone. The only time I've disqualified a black woman because of her attitude and her
Mm,
personality wasn't on point. But I've never ever in life, my first girlfriend was a chocolate female,
right.
dark skin chocolate. Yeah, my first love was a chocolate woman. So yes, I
Wait,
love
you
chocolate
believe
black
it?
women. I do.
I gotta give her a wrench because somebody there, she got a wrench. Guys, please don't time Rashida out. She's my friend. Just because you guys don't have the same views, don't mean you have to
Right.
time her out. So
Yeah.
she has a wrench now. Rashida, if you're there, you have a wrench now.
Yeah,
I
let
don't know
Rashida
whether
let her talk because I don't mind her asking questions. I don't.
yeah, please don't. Well, she has a wrench now, so she's gonna be able to talk.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so you actually like dark skinned women and all that. Now, do you
Hmm.
feel like dark skinned women's attitudes are worse than lighter skinned women?
Yeah. Only way a light skinned female is gonna have it unless she embrace ratchet. I call it if she's embraced ratchetness, then yeah. But a lot of dark skinned women, this is the thing. Not necessarily like the attractive ones, but when you find these basic, average, dark skinned black women who have horrible personalities and maybe they don't look good, their whole stick is, oh, this is colorism, why they don't want me. Nah, that's BS. I've dated a lot of beautiful chocolate women. It's the
Yeah.
ones who have terrible personalities and they're not what a man wants physically. So they'll blame it on colorism instead of looking at themselves. Oh, well, it's only reason why I ain't got a husband is because of colorism. I'm a better woman than that light skinned woman. I cook and do this, and he only picked that woman because she light skinned. So you have
Mhm.
a lot of unattractive dark skinned black women blaming society and colorism for why they don't have a man or a husband. It's because of colorism.
So okay, so you don't think colorism is real. You think it's just something they use when they're whining because they're unattractive.
I mean, it exists. I'm not going to say that it don't exist because I am, I deal with reality.
I'm sure
Colorism,
you deal with colorism too because you're light skinned. Oh, he's a pretty boy. He can't
yeah.
fight. Da, 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 da.
Listen, I grew up. Listen, I grew up in South Central, so me being light skinned with long hair, it was niggas. I dealt with colorism, but once I got busy, niggas, okay, I see what it is.
Right.
I've got down with the best of them. So but yes, I've dealt with a lot of people trying to test because I was light. So I've dealt with that. So light skinned people deal with colorism. That's a fact. I don't care what they say. You know what I mean? Like, and another thing is this: dark skinned people like to tell light skinned jokes, and they want us to just accept it. But when you make a dark skinned joke, they get offended. So my thing is this: if you don't have thick skin, don't make jokes about me. Don't call me high yellow, but when I call you charcoal, you get offended. So no, my nigga, let's keep it a buck. But see, it all goes back to dark skinned people want to be able to make fun of light skinned people, but when you make jokes about them, oh, that was racist. How is it racist? We're both black, we're just different skin tones. So you can call me high yellow and all this shit all day, but when I make fun of you, it's a problem. Nah, fuck that. We're not doing that in 2023.
I think
We're
that's
not
one
doing
thing
that.
I can agree on with you.
You notice that, Melanie, how they can tell
Yeah,
light skin jokes and it's all cool, but you tell a dark skin joke, they offended?
yeah, I do see that. Like they're more sensitive to jokes.
Yeah.
You can't say like. And then another thing is that a dark skinned woman can put chocolate in her name, like chocolate goddess or whatever. But if you put something like high yellow queen or light skin,
Yeah.
if they get mad, like, well, hold on, why
This
you
bitch
why?
thinks she better than that. This bitch thinks she better than us.
Yeah, that I do see that a lot. I do see that a lot.
Yeah. If you and you're right, I'm glad that you mentioned that. See, a dark skinned female say I'm chocolate goddess. If you say I'm the yellow bone queen, this bitch thinks she better than us. You like,
Right,
how is that? I'm just love my skin tone. So I think I'm better than you because I love myself.
right.
God
But
damn.
Rashida, yeah, that is true though. Sometimes that's one thing. That's
What
one thing I
Rashida
do
talking about?
see. But other than that, do you feel like they have a reason to be more sensitive
I
about
do. I do.
right,
And like I say, Melody, I'm real about this. Dark skinned black women have they have caught a lot of slack. But like I said, colorism ain't nothing but a symptom to the bigger problem, which is racism. Black
mm-hmm.
people never had an issue with their skin tone until they encounter Europeans. Until that white man told you your hair is nappy. Until that white man told you your dark skin was ugly. So colorism stems from racism. So if black women want to cry about colorism, that ain't nothing but the symptom. Why don't you deal with the root of the problem, which is racism? Because colorism ain't nothing but a symptom. The root of the problem is racism. And if you don't understand that, you don't know history. Colorism
Right,
would not exist if it wasn't for racism. It was a white man that said dark is ugly. So colorism stems from racism. It does. But to be honest, it's the white man who told everybody that dark skin was ugly. Black people never considered dark skin ugly. We never thought of ourselves as ugly until we encountered Europeans because he indoctrinated us in America saying black is ugly, black is bad, black
no,
cat, black male, black bald. What's the name? You get black male, black bald, black listed, black cat. Everything associated with black is bad according to that white man. So,
right. Well, let
so
me
you
say this. I
go ahead.
always thought like dark skinned women have the most beautiful skin. They have the most beautiful features. Like I love their bone structure, and I'm not just saying that. I'm serious. Like my sister is like Rashida's complexion. She's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
So dark skinned women are beautiful, but I do think a lot of them are insecure.
Yeah.
And I maybe it's because of the colorism, but a lot of them are insecure. Like they don't think they're as beautiful as they really are. Like I met Rashida in person. We hung out, we chilled.
Uh-huh.
Rashida is gorgeous. Like she looked way better than her picture. Like she's tall. She's like a model. She's tall. She's thin. She has a nice body, pretty hair, beautiful long dreads. Like Rashida is gorgeous. So what I don't understand is sometimes some of the things she say, it be making me mad. Like, oh, me black ugly. I'm black and I'm ugly, and I'd be like, why does she say these things? Like, what the hell, But she just said, black men. It's black men's fault. So
Oh,
maybe she feels,
the colorism?
yeah, maybe she feels insecure because of black men. That's what she's saying because black men made her feel that way.
Oh, okay.
So, what's your take on that?
Well, I'm pretty sure, but like I'm gonna give you my take, and I'm gonna tell a story. You know, my cousin, we grew up, we kind of like brothers. We're cousins. He was super. We're the opposite. He was super dark, and I'm super light. So people made fun of him, but it was mainly black female. Ah, you black as hell. We gonna turn the light, and all we gonna turn the lights off, fool. And all we gonna see is your teeth. You're so damn black.
That's funny.
So my cousin, listen. So I listen. My cousin was like my brother. We was a year apart, but we grew up together. We was together every day. I've heard when people call them charcoal and black, it wasn't black men, it was black women making charcoal jokes to them. So this is
Yeah.
why you have to look at it from the black man's. When people call black men crunchy, black, and charcoal, it was usually another black woman saying that, and not a light-skinned black woman saying it. It was usually another dark-skinned black woman calling a nigga black as hell. That was weird as hell to me because the people who would clown him for being black as hell themselves. It was never the light skinned people. Haven't you noticed this, Melody? It's never the light skinned people making fun of dark skin for the most
Yeah, it's
part.
a lot of most of the time it's dark skinned people making fun of other dark skinned people. And it's
Yeah,
funny because Rashida spoke on that. She was like the people who made fun of her the most were dark skinned people. And like when she goes into stores, she noticed like dark skinned women treat her bad. Like it can be a white person in line in front of her, she said, and they'll pay for their stuff, and the black person be like, have a nice day. And then she said when it's her turn to pay, the woman is like giving her attitude. And I do believe that like dark skinned women specifically give the worst treatment to other dark skinned women. That's true.
they do. They do. Because if you notice, light skinned women will tone down their beauty just so that they don't make darker skinned women insecure. And I'm gonna give you an example. There's there's light skinned women who could really flaunt their beauty and really say, "Oh, I love myself." But they know if they love themselves too much, it's gonna make their darker skinned friends insecure. So I've seen a lot of light skinned girls dumb down their beauty just so their dark skinned homegirls won't feel insecure. Have you seen that?
I've seen that a lot. I've
Hmm.
actually I've done that before with a fat. She was darker skinned, but
Yeah,
she was fat, and I see that more with fat people. You got to
yeah.
dumb yourself down. You got to make yourself feel, you know, throw sweats on and stuff. And even when you do that, you still get more attention. Like it's nothing you can
Yeah,
do to dim your light when you know what I mean.
yeah.
Thank you, Rashida.
Uh-huh.
I appreciate it. Yeah, but that's crazy. But yeah, I love everybody. Light skin, dark skin, caramel, brown skin, whatever. I love my people. I love black people. I love Hispanic people. I love everybody. So that's
Yeah.
that. But let me ask this last question. You know, I had to talk about colorism because
Oh
Rashida,
yeah. Oh
you know, we had to
yeah.
do that. Okay. So my last question, and then I'm gonna, if you don't mind, I can open a panel. Can I open a
Okay.
panel?
Yeah,
Okay.
we can open panel for a minute.
For a
Yeah.
little while, yeah. Okay, my last question is, do you think modern women would be more willing to be on a man's program within the next 10 to 15 years?
If the way things are going, I don't see things getting better, man. I kind of see them getting worse. So I don't think that, and I'm not telling women to follow any guy that's a male. It takes a real woman to know what a real man is. So like you got females who will, oh, well, I submitted and this happened. He wasn't a man. You gave that submission and loyalty to a male. So
Mm.
this is why it's important for females to have fathers. So when it comes to a man, they know what to look for. But if you wasn't raised by a real man and you didn't have real men around, when you get older, you're not going to know what to look for when it comes to a man. You're not going to know what a real man is. And it's
Yeah,
like, that's the problem right there. If you never saw it growing up, you're not going to know what to look for. And,
that's why they pick people
unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately, that's what's that's what's going on now. Unfortunately, a lot of females who don't know what a real man is, so they end up giving their energy and love to a guy who wasn't even really fit for that position in the first place.
Hmm.
So it's a lot of it's a lot of that going on.
Yeah, too much of it. And they end up getting pregnant and becoming single mothers. And they're all getting pregnant by the same, what is it, the same 10, 15% of men. But then they want to sit there and say, oh, black men ain't ish, they all they are is baby daddies and all this. But no, it's only that pool of men that all of you women are having babies by. It's not all black men. Most black men are not like that.
Yeah, I know, and you know what? For decades, excuse me, for decades, that's been the narrative that black men are just, they don't value family and they just create children and leave them. But see, that's not accurate. That's totally inaccurate. But that's the narrative that's been pushed for the last 5 decades. That they're just black men don't value family, and I'll tell you right now, there's a lot of black men who have worked hard that do want to have wives. But the thing about it is, in today's society, with the laws and how men are done wrong in court, especially men that actually have something to lose, is like marriage has become less appealing to men who actually have something to lose.
Yeah.
And I don't tell men, my thing is this, Melanie. I don't tell men that they shouldn't get married. I just say, hey, whatever woman you deal with, you gotta know what it is, and you gotta be willing to deal with the consequences of it. So, hey, if that's what you want to do it. Just make sure you cover your tracks, and make sure you do whatever you got to do to protect yourself. But I don't tell men like a lot. See, you got a lot of brothers in the space that are anti-marriage. I'm not. See, my parents. I was raised by both of my parents. My parents were married. My parents were married. But the thing about it is, I understand how society is now. So it's hard for me to meet a woman that actually has those values. So my thing is, yes, my parents is married, but it's not like that today. You can't just go out here and find a female who actually had those values. I'm not saying that they don't exist, but they exist in small numbers. It's slim pickings. Because for the most part, you got women,
Right.
and I'm not saying that a woman that was like, I met some good women that, you know, didn't have their fathers, but they were smart enough to figure things out. So I'm not going to say that every female that was raised by a single mother is just unworthy. Most of them are, but I met some decent women who actually get it. You know what the crazy part? A lot of people gonna say, "What? For real?" I met females that were raised by single mothers that had a better understanding than some women who had fathers. Now, if her father was a simp, she might as well have been raised by a single mother. You're not gonna get any benefits dealing with a female who had a father, but he was a simp that bowed down to the mother. So if she didn't have a strong black man who stood on principles, and she had a simp for a father, you might as well deal with a broad raised by a single mother.
That's true. Agreed. Oh man. Yeah. It's rough out there. What advice would you give to black, let's say Western, I'm not gonna just keep saying black women, to like westernized women. Like what advice would you give to them um on how to straighten up and get ready for a husband?
I would say my advice to them would be, first of all, when it comes to a real man, you got to know what to look for, and only a natural woman deserves a real man. See, some of these females don't deserve that real man. Only
Mm,
it takes a female who that actually has respect on a certain level to deserve a certain type of man. So my issue would be, my thing is this. First of all, you got to understand what a man represents. Uh, the benefit, the purpose of having a man. See, society has told women that men are worthless. So women don't want to serve their purpose in a relationship with a man because they feel like they don't need one.
right.
But the thing about it is, it's just a figure of speech. They can like, how you gonna say you don't need a man, but you want him to provide? That's a clear contradiction.
It's
Like,
crazy.
if you don't need a man and you're independent, why would you be mad at 50-50? So that's a clear contradiction. It's like, If you got a man that can pay half, you already got your own money. He got money. You should be working together. And the thing about it is, black women want the red carpet to be rolled out. They want the house to be paid for. They want everything to be laid out. Listen, if you make 40, 50, 60 grand a year and your man make 40, 50, 60 grand a year, you guys are together, you're making over 100 grand. You know, within 2 years, you guys can buy a house and start your own businesses. But see,
Right.
they don't want that. Black women were not taught how to work with their man. They were taught that they deserve to get what a man has. Well, like, make sure you get a man that does this. That's cool, but what are you doing? What are you doing to prove yourself to that man? Do you even deserve that treatment? So my advice to black women is like, understand what you're saying. Understand the importance of having a man in your life. And once you come down to reality, you understand the importance of having a man in your life, then you would have more respect and you'll act accordingly. But unfortunately, they're just, most black women in today's society were taught, they were pretty much taught to get what they can get out of a man, not how to love and respect no man. But go ahead.
Yeah, well, Rashida says black women don't feel that way.
They don't?
No, she said white women do too.
White women, how could I say about white women? White women are, and I've never been into white women. I just want people to know. So when I talk about white women, I'm just comparing the mentality. White women have never been my thing, but I'm just comparing the mentality. Black women, I ain't gonna do this for no man. And you got white women making videos saying what they will do for a man.
Mhm. But you said white women gold dig way more than black women.
They
How's
they they
that?
they do, and the thing about it is, like, listen, white women use men for money. We're not saying that they don't, but at the same time, you find more black women. I mean, you find more white women that are willing to submit. So it's an equal split. You got white women that are gold diggers, but then you do have that uh that particular group of white women who actually want to submit and cater to a man. So when it comes to white women, you're gonna get everything. You're gonna get
Mhm.
everything. You're gonna find the gold diggers, you're gonna find the ones that's ready to fall in line. Black women have taught to be rebellious. Black women feel like their strength is how could I say? Let me reword that, rephrase that. Black women feel like rebelling is strength. Black women feel like going against the grain is strength. So strong to a black woman is to not listen to no man. I ain't taking no man. Well, I ain't taking no shit. So that's what's considered strong to a black woman. What's considered strong to a white woman is a woman who has enough courage to be there and support her man. There's a difference in the culture. What's considered
Mhm.
strong to a black woman is not necessarily strong to a white woman, and that explains the cultural differences. You can see the difference in the culture, and this is why the mindset is just totally different. Black women think that strength is not taking no shit and talking back, challenging a man. That's a strong woman. White
Mhm.
women look at it like, no, not saying all of them, but the white woman understands her position. She understands submission. So she values that. And she find like a true woman, a strong woman is a woman that's submissive and cooperative because it takes discipline to do that. Any
Right.
female can fly at the mouth and just pop off. It don't require discipline to do that. So society has taught black women that being reckless and fly at the mouth is strong. When in reality, the strong woman is the one who has discipline, structure, and order. You dig?
Yeah, definitely. That makes a lot of sense. Rashida, if you want, hit the link. I know you don't have a lot of time because you're married and you be with your husband all the time. But if you can, just hit the link and explain where you stand on this. Because she's saying black women take the most shit off men. Oh, wait. The most shit, yeah, off men of any race.
I mean, we can say black men put up with the most bullshit than any other race of men as well. That's a fact. Don't nobody deal with uh uh you know injustice, racial profiling like
Mhm.
black men. So black men can argue the same thing. Nobody puts up with more black bullshit than the black man. No other race of man puts up with the amount of bullshit that black men put up with. I can
Mhm.
say that, but I don't want to make the racism argument. You know, I don't really want to get into that, but I get what she's trying to say.
She said my light skinned husband. Oh, I forgot her light skinned
Hey,
husband. Yes.
I wanted to ask Rashida if you got a like. I've seen Rashida bang on light skinned women for sure. Like, you know, it's like y'all think y'all woo woo, but it's like, why get a light skinned man? Like, but what I notice about dark skinned women, they will get a light skinned man because light skinned men like chocolate women.
True. That's true.
So
She said
Rashida,
it's, she said it's
Rashida, I gotta be honest with you. Light skinned brothers love chocolate women, so black women ain't got no reason to be. I know tons. I like chocolate women. I like black women of all complexions. I've never discriminated on a chocolate woman ever. So Rashida, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Light skinned brothers love chocolate women. So nah, I don't really. I get what you're saying, but nah. But go ahead.
she said he chose me though. She's funny with that. All right, well, let me read the super chat. Thank you, Game Changer 00100 for the $5 super chat. He says, like button, hit it. Definitely, guys. Come on, get me to 100 likes. Get
Yeah,
me in the algorithm. Hit that like button if you haven't already, please, and share the stream if you haven't already. Thank
yeah.
you, Game Changer, for that. Um, we have Positive Man. Hi.
How you doing, Melody?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for letting me up. Hey, what's good
Thanks.
with you, Red Supreme?
Oh man, this cooling, brother. What's good?
I'm chilling, man. I listen to your content pretty often, man. I typically start my morning off listening to your show, and then when you do the evening shows, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I definitely dig the message and like where you're going. And you can speak on things in an intelligent, articulate way, and also provide comedy. You know what I'm saying with your podcast. So definitely
Yeah.
appreciate that, man. Because sometimes when you get on the ratchets or when you get on that Cynthia G chick, man, you be having me rolling.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, but nah, I just definitely agree with a lot of your stances on, black women and the way that they act these days. Not all, but a lot of them.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? I just wish that we could all, come up with a solution to the problem. We know what the problem is, but we need a solution. We don't
Yeah.
need to have black men bashing black women all day and black women bashing black men all day. That doesn't get us anywhere, I feel. But I feel as though in the space it's too much of that right now. So I just want to know, like, this question is to you and Melody. What do you two think, if anything, we can do to I mean, I guess come together in a way and stop all this bashing back and forth?
I'll answer that. The men gotta hold men accountable, and the women gotta hold the women accountable. Because if I call black women out for what they're doing, what they'll say is, well, it's just you're just bashing. You have an issue with black women. But
Right.
if black women call out the behavior, and if black men call out the behaviors of men, that will bring more balance. But if we have just if women are gonna protect other women at all costs without holding them accountable, we make no progress. If men are just gonna call the women out without telling men what they can do to be better, then we make no progress. It's a circular argument. People are by now are just doing it for entertainment and cash apps. They're not
Right.
looking for solutions.
Right. I totally agree. Totally agree. Yeah, I mean
Facts.
that's what it is. I mean I hear it all the time. The men go in on the women all day, women go in on the men. But I'm like, okay, where's the solution? Can somebody speak on that? Like that's my issue with the space.
Yeah, and remember, Melanie, we was talking about in the beginning. I was talking about like solution based content, like how like when you listen to a Cynthia G, she's you need to just abort black man, baby, blah blah blah. Blah. See, there's
Mhm.
no solutions in that. That's just belittling and demeaning. When I make content about black women, I say, yes, you're this, you're that. But if you did this and that, men would actually want you, men would desire you. So not only see, I come with the sword. I'm a cut with the sword. It's gonna cut because my words cut like a sword. But I come with the band-aid. I also come with the healing. I come with the stitches and I come with a band-aid. I gotta cut you first because I gotta open you up. But I'm
Right.
gonna come with the band-aid and give you the healing because ultimately there's a solution in this. You're doing this is why men are running off. But if you did A, B, and C, men would actually be more attractive and be more receptive to you. So even when I roast women, I still give them solutions in the roast. So even when I roast, there's still knowledge and wisdom within that roast.
Right, right.
Exactly. Listen, I always ask the men on the panel, should we bring shame back? And I say yes. We should. I feel like us shaming these women and men, as Red Supreme says, he shames the men as well. I think they'll probably take a look in the mirror like, well, damn, maybe they're right. Maybe I should lose weight. Maybe I should stop the attitude or take the bonnet off and the PJs outside. Maybe I should do that. So I honestly do think we should bring shame back. Definitely.
Well, you know
What do
what,
you
Melody? I don't feel as though we can shame a lot of these women. They don't care, in my opinion. It's
That's
like
true.
you can say whatever about them. They still going to twerk. They still going to have their attitude, have their bonnets. You know what I'm saying? Be overweight. I mean, it's like you can't really shame them.
Hey, you're right, bro. And I want to add to that real quick. Look, see, you can't just shame the women. You got to have a form of punishment. Like if you can't punish your women, they don't care about your shame. Oh yeah, I'm fat, nigga, but nigga still gonna holler at this.
Right.
Oh, I'm a single mom. But see, if there's no punishment for the women, the shame will only go so far if there's no punishment for the behavior.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, let me give you an example. When white women decide to have babies with black men, they know they'll never be welcomed back to the white community and have a voice. So when they leave the white community, understand that they must stay gone for good. White men have punishment. See, you got black women on YouTube. The Nyla chick was a prime example. How you gonna have a baby with a white man and start a movement called Black First? You was married to a white man. See, you can never do that in the white community. Once you go black as a white woman, you can't go back to the white community and have say so. See, white men have a system that actually punish their women for being off code. Black men, we don't have a system to punish our women for being off code. So shaming would only go so far. She gonna say, yeah, nigga, I'm fat, but I'm still doing this. So if there's no punishment behind the shaming, then black women don't give a fuck for real. Just like you said, bro, they don't care.
They
If there's
don't.
no
But
punishment.
And they have that body, that positivity movement. That right there, that's disgusting. Like, you're happy that you're 300 pounds?
yeah.
You're
But
celebrating that?
but Melody, like this is the thing about it though. And Red, I'm sure you can you'll feel me on this. A lot of the guys still smashing these big chicks. So as long as
Oh
they
yeah,
still getting smashed, they don't care. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
So the punishment will be for men to stop smashing them and
Right,
just let them
exactly.
suffer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you know what, Melody? I've had this argument with men for years. Stop hollering at these chicks if you don't like their attitude. You think they too big? Stop smashing them. Simple as that. But men are never going to do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a mute point. You feel me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right about that. Like that is the solution, but you know they'll never do it.
Right.
No.
So they just
They'll-
going to continue.
Yeah.
it's like, and when I said make fat women humble again, how when niggas are still sleeping with them?
Right.
But men, and the sad part is a lot of men prefer them. I've heard men in this space say, "Oh, I like them big bone." I'm like, what? You like them big bone? Like, come on, do
Hey
better.
man, them fat girls are freaky and they cook good food. That's why them niggas keep coming through.
That's no excuse. That's no excuse. I'm sure there's some beautiful, slim women who cook good food too. You don't need to be fat in order to cook good food. I'm sorry.
But I'm going to tell you something, though. I used to really like not big women, but thicker women. But now that I'm older, I find myself being attracted to slimmer, more in shape women. You know what I'm saying? Like in my teens and 20s, even in my 30s. But now that I'm in my early 40s, I'm like, I want a slimmer woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and it's like I just can't really get with the women with stomachs hanging down and you want to be half naked when you come outside. That's not attractive.
Ugh, it's
Yeah.
disgusting. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It just is.
man. And like you said, see, with big girls, this is the thing why men sleep with. See, black men like ass
Yeah.
a lot. So some of those big girls do have a lot of ass. So a lot of men who are ass lovers, they're willing to look past the fat to get to that ass, and that's a flaw of black men.
Right. I mean, hey, I like I said, I've been a part of it, so yeah, I understand. I understand.
Yeah, crazy. But that's true though. A guy will lift up the stomach to get to it. Like it's just disgusting. And then, oh, I'm a titty man, but them titties is hanging to the floor. Like I never understood that. Like, yeah, exactly, Rashida. Horrendous. Exactly. Rashida's a vegan. She works hard to take care of her body. So we're on the same page with that. Like these big women are just, ugh.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why you want to be that big.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Well, I met black women say, I ain't gotta lose weight to get no man.
Yes,
many are black men that love big women.
I don't gotta please no man. I'm good just like this. Like what?
Right. Exactly.
No.
Going back to what I said, like I've been telling guys for years, I'm like, okay, if you want to stop this, then stop hollering at these chicks. But as long as you keep hollering, keep smashing, they're gonna stay big, and that's what it is.
Hey man, a big girl will tell you shit. I know several of niggas that want all this that ain't got a problem with it.
I'm telling you. So much. Lizzo told us we beautiful. If Lizzo can do it, we can do it too. Like what?
I'm not even gonna comment on Lizzo because I have so much to say, but I'm not even. Yeah.
And then you got the guys that be like, "Well, she got a pretty face."
Yeah.
Hey, that's a coping mechanism. I know she's 300 pounds, but she pretty.
Nah, that's real. That's real. Men will hype themselves up and look past all the fat and say she cute for a big girl.
Or she'll say, well, she fat nigga, but she got ass.
Yeah, too much ass. Too much.
That's a coping mechanism, man. Too many niggas y'all need to stop saying, yeah, she fat as hell, but she got ass.
Yeah. Stop that. Fellas in the chat. Oh, I'm sorry, Melody, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was just saying black men should know their worth. Stop messing with these below average women. Just stop.
Totally. Go ahead. No, I was just gonna say, fellas in the chat, whoever listening, please cut it out. If there's a certain type of female that you do not like, you don't have to talk to them just because you want some vagina. You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that deep. At least I feel as though it's not.
Hey, bro, but the thirst is real. We can say that, but if you ain't had no box in months, and that fat girl finna give you all that, niggas ain't gonna turn it down. I feel you. I to be honest. If niggas are sex deprived and a fat woman gonna give up that booty, they gonna take it. That's just the reality, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
No, I was just gonna say I've been there, but now, nah, I'm not gonna do it. I just have to go without box. I mean, for real. I just can't. I'm not just gonna smash you just because I want some box, but you 700 pounds. I mean, I'm a small dude, so I'm like, nah, I can't do that. I'm gonna look crazy.
And to Red Supreme's point, the beautiful women aren't giving it up. They like, you gotta buy me Chanel, you gotta buy me this, you gotta buy me that if you want to get the box. These women are prostituting.
They are.
Girl, but think about it. Take a nigga that's broke. See, what you're saying is true, and I like what Melanie said. If you got a beautiful woman saying you gotta take me here, you gotta prove that you're a real man, and the big girl saying, nigga, you can come over here and get a meal. I'm gonna clap those booty cheeks for you. What you think he gonna do? Yeah. He ain't gonna tell nobody, but he gonna slide through. He gonna creep early with Big Shirley.
Oh yeah, he definitely is. You ain't lying, man. You ain't lying at all.
But real quick, before we move on, because I got some super chats. American Negro, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. He says, subscribe to Red Supreme TV 2. Make sure you guys are hitting that link and subscribing. Please, guys, subscribe to him if you're not already, which I'm sure like a majority of my people are subscribed to you because we're all in the same space.
Yeah,
but if you're not, and anybody that's coming in new, that's watching this later, hit the link. Hit that YouTube link. All right, but thanks for that, American Negro. And then we have Chowhound Life on a Budget, my biggest supporter. Thank you so much, Chowhound. He says, let me see, he says there will be no punishment due to the fact these women will move a man in out of the fact that there will be a pookie that will kick it rent free. I've seen it over and over again. What do you guys got to say about that?
Yeah, man. It's always a nigga fresh out of jail who's in desperate need of a fat woman and a place to stay.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
agree with Red.
unfortunately, it's true.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. I mean, and as long as that continues, then the fat women gonna get smashed, and they just gonna keep being big. I guess. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's
And
crazy.
what about hygiene, y'all? Like I always say this, the bigger you are, the harder it is to wash, I think.
Yeah.
Like you got to lift up skin to get in between the creases and crevices. You got to use a stick with a rag on it to get your back. Like it's bad. It's
Yeah. No, and that's one thing I'm afraid of. I don't want to, I'm not trying to, about to get it in and smell nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, not.
hey,
I don't want to do that.
it gotta smell. And then when you're the vagina, I don't even want to get into that.
Oh yeah.
But Game Changer always said having sex with a big girl is like sweat everywhere. But let me read this last super chat. Thank you so much, Mills36, for $2 super chat. He says, in my Minister Jap's voice, she got ass though. Facts. That's what they say. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
that's what they gonna say. Yeah, nigga, she 300 pounds, nigga, but she got ass though.
Right.
No, as long as she got ass and breast, that's
Yeah,
all she
she got
needs.
ass, nigga.
And shout out to
That my
Minister.
nigga creeping early with Big Shirley over there. Shit, he thought wasn't nobody looking. He got caught early in the morning creeping with her.
But you know what, Fred? Some dudes don't care though. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of guys don't care at all.
Yeah, I mean, some niggas have accepted it. Like, look, my nigga, you know, yeah. See, those are the niggas that are yeah, but she got ass though. Basically, he telling you he don't care what you think. She fat, but she got ass though. So
Yeah.
that's his excuse for dealing with it. She fat, but she got ass.
Nah.
Right. And a booty.
Well,
Go ahead. I'm sorry, GC. Hi, GC.
Hey, how you doing, Melody? Red Supreme, positive man. Salute to all of
What's
you.
going on,
What's up with you, man?
What I noticed with that whole she got ass though is that a lot of the times, I'd probably say it's 50-50, she don't even have ass. You see, I think that once a woman have reached a certain level of disgust, men are going to say anything to justify the reason that they put their penis, because they don't want that stigma of this is the best, my game, my swag, my potential, this is the best I can do. So they create an imaginary booty where one doesn't exist. Now, I mean, if a 200-pound woman has a 10-pound ass, then that's not really ass. That's is still a very low, it's 5% of her whole being. I mean, it's not anything. They're just saying something like, you're trying to find a deemable physical trait that she has in order to justify you being there, when the real justification is you have low standards or few options, or both.
Right.
Or both. But
Right.
I mean, but like sometimes, like even if it wouldn't be a justification to, I wouldn't say, oh yeah, well, she got ass. I wouldn't think more of you if she had it. But a lot of times she don't, which is even more bizarre. It's like, no, she don't. She's big and she don't have an ass.
Right. Usually
That's
it's
dope.
flat. It's flat with craters, usually,
That's
when I see it.
terrible. If you a fat woman, the least you can do is have a big ass and some titties. You ever seen them fat women with flat booties? That's terrible.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because it's relative to the thighs.
Or a
And
big
if your
chick with
booty
no
only
titties,
comes
no
out like
ass.
a half an inch more than your thighs, then you don't have booty. You don't.
That's the
So
least
that
a
is
fat
how much
girl can
ass.
have. She gotta a fat girl gotta have some ass and titties. I want to see those fat girls with no titties and no booty. I said, damn, life is hard
Yeah,
for
that's
you.
the worst.
They're like gummy bears. You know how the gummy bear looks?
Yeah.
Well, no,
Yo.
it happens. I mean, but when you say that, listen, it's relative too. Titties isn't just about cup size. A woman's titties is how much more her titties are past her stomach.
Yeah.
Meaning
Mhm.
that, if her titties are 3 inches poked out more than her stomach, then that is some nice titty matter. However, if she has D cups, but her stomach is F cups and her titties go in more than her stomach, then that is negative titty. She have negative titty matter. She might as well have like a sunken chest. Like, so yeah, it's a relative thing. Just like, you could say an elephant got a big dick, but do it got a big dick for an elephant? Like, I mean, it has a big dick for humans, but like, and like, granted, if you was 120 pounds, your titties would be big, but you're not. You're 220 pounds and your titties are small relative to your whole damn body. So, I mean, but they're complimenting that just to justify that this is where I stick my penis all the time.
Well, look at that.
It's a fat
Comment.
man.
What do you guys got to say about that comment?
Oh, give good top. I mean,
Okay, so here's the thing. Once again, it's another justification.
I'm a real nigga. Shit.
Well, no, that's another justification. That's another justification of saying that I am sleeping with this woman because she gives good top. Really? Why did you sleep with her? Like, before you got the top, why did you put your penis in your mouth? You put
Hey,
it
maybe
in
it's a
because
3 o'clock in the morning special.
you put it in because, okay, it was 3 o'clock in the morning, and that was the only place that would allow you to put your penis, and you put it there. But make no mistake, her top is not better than anybody's, and besides, she might bite it more because they're used to eating food. So you gotta. It's
Yo, we cooking them right now.
Oh god.
Oh man, I feel bad now.
They're gonna be coming for you later, Melody.
I know, right?
That's the creep. That's the 3 o'clock in the morning creep.
Right.
Leave out the back door 6 in the morning.
Angela C said, "My sister is shaped like that, but still gets attention because she's pretty."
Real?
No. Listen me good. Listen me good. Big women don't have faces. Therefore, it is impossible for a big woman to be pretty. Once again, that is just the excuse that they come up with. Like, oh, she's big. Everything after the word but is bullshit. She's big, but she has a pretty face. Everything is everything after that is bullshit. She big, but she got good top. She big, but that ass though. But no, there's no but. You are just trying to justify dirty dicking.
Wait, what you say, DCL?
Lizzo got pretty face. Kelly Price.
They got pretty faces to you?
They don't have faces. If Lizzo was my neighbor, I would not know. I do not know what the hell she looked like. I just know she's a big ass woman.
How about Kelly Price?
Yeah, Kelly Price is another one.
Is she a woman that ate Kelly Rowland? I don't know their face.
You ain't changing like, look, they fat. I ain't looking at nothing else. She's fat.
Oh my god.
No, give me Kelly Rowland, Kelly Stamps. I don't know.
That's a Kelly Price.
Kelly Price, he said.
Oh, and that's a good example. Back in the day, because Kelly Price, she was the one that used to sing in the back while more beautiful women were singing on stage, wasn't she?
She lost a lot of weight. She look good. She look all right now.
Okay, but she had to lose the weight. I haven't seen her recently. She had to lose the weight. Just like Jennifer Hudson. She didn't have a face until she lost the weight. I swear, I did not know what she looked like. Like, she didn't have a face until she lost the weight. And now she lost the weight and she look worth a damn. She do. Yeah. Lose the weight.
Well, let me read the super chat real quick before we go on. Thank you, Detroit 313 for the $5 super chat. He says, smashing fat chicks is like they've been to ocean to get them wet by swimming. Well, I'm sorry, by sweating and out of breath. Plus, her booty would take you out by single poop. What? All right, well, thank you for that, Detroit. We have Angela coming up. Hi, Angela.
Hey, no, my sister isn't fat. I was saying that she was very very small chested, very small chested, and she was pretty much like she was more towards the flat butt side, but she's pretty, so
Oh,
she
I
never
get
had
you.
an issue getting guys, because you guys mentioned that earlier, and I put that coming up early, and then you guys finally read it. But no, she's not fat. No, not even.
Oh, absolutely. Like slim waist, pretty face, she don't really have to have like breast all out, like
Right,
slim waist,
right.
pretty face with the big bang. Like that's yeah. Yeah. I mean, I give attention to that.
Yeah, like
I'm the
me.
next first person.
Yeah, me and my sister, like the total opposite. She's always been very small, petite, but then I eventually got closer. I don't know. I consider myself slim, thick, and she always envied me. But that's like, that fits you, and this fits me. But yeah, because you guys were saying that you guys didn't like the real small girls, or I think the dudes in the chat were saying that. So I was like, no, I think guys will tolerate it if they're pretty.
Oh no, I
I
like
like
this. I mean, look, the dudes in the chats have different opinion. I like a slim waist and
Hmm.
a pretty face. So that is what it is. Like I do know that there's a lot of cap going around fat girls. There's a lot of excuses made around it, and that's what I'm calling out. But
Hmm.
no, if your sister is slim with the pretty face, there's nothing wrong with that. Maya used to be, slim with the pretty face. I mean, that's like that's the ideal.
Well, she's
Yeah.
like skinny. She's like skinny. I wouldn't say slim. I don't know. I can't really describe it. I'm trying to think who's
What's the
small.
difference?
I don't know, because to me, I don't know. Skinny, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know.
So
I
what's your
I
take
think
on?
slim is different from
Okay.
skinny.
Well,
No,
what's
no.
your take on that, Red Supreme? What Angela just said.
man, that's yeah, it's the man fault. Like I say, my thing is this. I'm just saying, like, we wouldn't have these problems if the men wasn't thirsty. So this is why I've been kind of going in on the men lately, because it's like the women wouldn't do this if you guys wasn't. Oh, you creeping early with Big Shirley is why these fat women got all this self-esteem. She feel like, why
This
lose
is
weight if
true.
niggas still sliding through?
This is true. And at least Red Supreme, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you really have to do it, then at least humble them. At least
At
humble
least
them.
humble them, right?
Yeah, like make them swap the deck or something. Like, like make them power wash the house. Like,
You just don't be seen with them.
yeah, like make them do something that they wouldn't have to do if they look like Angela's sister. Like, don't treat them like they regular.
Yeah, you can't. And like you said, if you're gonna get with the fat woman, tell her like, I'm dealing with you, but you're gonna have to do better if you want to still deal with me. But when you
Exactly.
just smashing cheeks and coming through, she gonna, well, shit, being fat ain't a problem. He's still coming through.
Yeah.
So it's our fault, man. And a lot of brothers don't want to hear this game changer, but this is our fault. It's thirsty
Oh,
men.
I
It really
agree.
is.
Well, right.
I like the fact that Red Supreme said he holds men accountable for things.
Like, this is one of them, Melanie. This fat
Yeah.
acceptance is our fault because niggas keep creeping and sleeping with them. That's why they got all this fake self-esteem.
Exactly.
Hey, but that and dealing with the nasty attitudes, that's our fault as well.
Yeah, that's that too. That's another one.
Yeah, that's yeah.
We're setting the
Absolutely.
market, basically. We're setting the market.
Yeah,
Like when you overpay for a house, you set the market for the next person to buy in that neighborhood.
yeah.
Right.
That
So
shit is.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Now
I'm
go ahead,
cutting.
go ahead, Melanie. I want to finish saying that.
I was gonna ask you, what's your take on black men dating fat women of other nationalities? Like, not only do they date black women as big, they go and date other nationalities, like fat white women. I see that a lot here in Jersey and in
Yeah,
PA.
that's true. And you know what? I want to speak on that. See, and I'm glad that you brought that up, because I'm glad to add some drop some sauce on that, because they'll say, well, black men are dealing with fat white women. I say those black men who deal with fat white women were dealing with fat black women. You're not going to see a black man who had access to gorgeous black women. Then all of a sudden he started dating fat white women. That's just, it never happens like that. You're not going to see a man dating beautiful white women and then start dating fat black women. If you're used to getting attractive women, you're going to date attractive women regardless of what race you deal with. Fact.
True.
Right.
No, that's true. I mean, once black women are upset, and I know Cynthia G complains about that a lot, black men with fat white women. But what she failed to realize is that black women have trained their population. They train their men to be into fat women, right? And now they're upset that it's backfiring. A fat white woman means that, listen, these are our conditioned men. We conditioned them from birth to accept our fat ass, and now they're accepting other fat asses. Like, that's why she's upset about that.
Yeah, and that's true, game changer. Black women say you made black men more accepting to fat women. So he said, well, fuck it. I dealt with a fat black woman. What's wrong dealing with a fat white woman?
Exactly.
you already opened him up to be more accepting to a fat woman. So he dealt with a fat black woman. He feel like it shouldn't be a problem getting a fat white one.
Exactly. I know a dude who got with a fat white woman, and he was talking her up too. He was like, oh man, she bad, GC, she bad. Went to her apartment because he didn't have a car. I seen his baby mama and she was big. I was like, well, maybe she just got big after she had the kid. And then I went to take him to pick her up and her cousin. It was two big ass white girls, but they weren't as big as his baby mama. So I was like, oh man, she's bad because she's 240 as opposed to 250. Like that's that's his definition. So yeah.
Well,
hey, Nelly, could you share the screen?
Yeah, but first I wanted to address something Rashida said. She said they will pick a ugly fat white itch over a pretty slim black chick.
Yeah, I see that a lot.
Do this, Rashida. Do this, Rashida. When you see a black man with a ugly fat white woman, walk up to him in front of that ugly fat white woman and say, I want you to leave her for me right now, and see what he do.
He got a point there, Rashida. You might be able to
do right then and there, right in front of her, with your tickle bitties, with your chocolate teas. Do that and see, and then talk to me.
Right. All right. Let me share.
Hey, Rashida, you know, listen, come on. If you have access to attractive women, you're not going to go date a fat woman of another race. It's just not happening.
Exactly. Now, so people who say skinny girls, is this too skinny? Fellas, let me know. Is this too skinny?
Yeah.
She kind of small. She can still get it though.
Yeah, she's small, but she's like one of those slim girls that you can see having a little bit of curve though. So yeah, she can still get it.
Yeah, I can see it from the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's good. She got a gap. A lot of guys like that gap.
I like
yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with her.
No, I'm just saying, like dudes be saying, like, you know, oh, skinny is bad. Like, no, skinny's not. She's skinny.
Skinny is definitely good. As long as you don't look sick, I think you'll be okay.
I like the balance. See, I don't want a fat woman, and I don't want a woman that's skinny with bones. I need balance in my life, you know. I like a woman. She ain't got to be skinny, but I like a woman with some nice curves, man. Like I said, I don't want nothing obese, and I don't want nothing skinny with no curves. I like that. You know what I mean? I like balance in my life, man. So
well, that's why I brought her up, because I believe that she has a good, you know, mixture of skinny and curve from what I see.
Yeah.
You can't see the back.
That was a great example right there. That was a great example.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Red Supreme. What is your type of woman? Like, if you had to choose from a celebrity.
A celebrity? If I had to choose from I don't have celebrity crushes though. I've never really had celebrity crushes. So I couldn't think like what celebrity. I like regular women more than celebrities. I really do. So I can't, to be honest with you, there is not. I can't think of one celebrity female that is just gorgeous that I would just want to deal with. I kind of see these people for who they are, so it's kind of hard for me to say that. I used to like Sanaa Lathan years ago. I'm trying to think who else. I don't really know who
Well,
comes to
let me
mind. I
ask you
just
this.
can't think.
Let me ask you this: Chloe or Haley?
Oh, he said Chloe or Haley. You talking about the Chloe Bailey chick?
Yeah, the Baileys.
Yeah, I think she's pretty cool.
So Chloe over her sister Haley?
I don't know. That's a good one, bro. That's a good one. I would have to look. You know what? I haven't seen Haley lately, but I've seen Chloe. So I don't know if I can add. If you guys had like a screenshot, then maybe I could.
I'm sorry, I cut you.
You got a screen pick.
I'll look it up. Hold on.
DCL for life. You didn't speak. What's on your mind? You had a question for Red?
Oh no, I was just saying. I was just to say salute. Like, I follow your channel. I listen to your stuff and all that.
Appreciate that, bro.
Nice show. Sometimes I try to catch you in the morning if I get a chance.
Yeah, man. I've been, I got to get back to my 6 a.m. show. I've been kind of, my algorithm tell me go live at 6. That's when my people be there. I haven't went live at 6 in a while.
I should check you out a lot in the summertime. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was going in the summertime. I was up like clockwork 6 in the morning. Hey, but you know what? In the wintertime, I sleep more in the winter. I don't know if it's just me, but I sleep more in the winter than I do in the summer.
Right, yeah. My schedule changed. I can't even morning time. I can't even watch no content.
Hey, bro, I'm glad that you said that because look, the summertime I would get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Like the wintertime, man, it'd be hard for me to get up at 6 now. So
yeah, one on the right can get it.
So out of those two, Red Supreme, you want the left or the right?
The left or the right? I don't know, man. They both look cool though. I don't really see like too much of a one is taller,
Yeah, I think the right is cuter.
They're both beautiful women to me though. They really are. I would actually say they're both beautiful women. But I'll take either one of them. You know what would be the eliminator for me? The one who was less submissive and the one who was less humble. So see, I'm the type of man like this. See, I tell people all the time, I pull 7, 8s, and 9s because there's no such thing as a dime. No woman is perfect. Check this out though. I'll take a woman over a 7. I'll take a woman that's a 7 over a chick that's a 9 if she was more cooperative and submissive. Please believe it.
Right.
I think that's a deal breaker for a lot of men.
Yeah.
How submissive and feminine she is. Because I've seen some bad masculine women yelling on a phone, crazy weaves, yelling in people's face, fighting at Walmart, but they was like an 8, 9.
Yeah.
Them crazy chicks.
Yeah.
Some of them crazy chicks be beautiful. That's what'll fuck you up. Like, damn, if she wasn't acting stupid, I'll fuck with her.
Got that toxic.
Yeah, but it'd be like I've seen black women that were absolutely gorgeous, but their mentality was so horrible that you just can't deal with them.
True, I've seen that. Hey, Melody, ladies.
Yes.
Y'all know better than me. Did Haley have work done?
I don't follow
That's
her.
a good question, GC. That's a good question, man.
Look at this picture and look at this picture.
Wait, go back. No, it looks like maybe she got in the gym a little more.
Or she's
probably those are some titty bitties though.
She's probably
and these are some bitty titties right here.
Oh.
Tig bitties. Bitty titties.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or am I tripping?
She's probably wearing a top that pushes up her breast and it just looks like that.
Okay. All right, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, because there's not much of a difference.
Okay. All right.
So we have Ism. Hi Ism. Welcome.
Shout out to my dog, Sir Ism, man.
What's
What's
going
going
on?
on? How you doing, Miss Melody? Appreciate it.
Good. How are you? Thanks for coming.
I'm doing beautiful. I'm doing how you looking.
Oh,
So salute to you, Red. It's your one-on-one. Salute to the player, Red Supreme. But it's a thing about, vanity. And when you're young, you real vain. You real vain. Ooh, she cute. She gotta be bad. She got to be bad. I got to show off in front of my friends. As you get older, you like, shit, I want quality of life. I want peace of mind. So you'll take a little less in the looks and a lot more in the cooking, the attitude, the way she treats your children when you get into that thing. See, a lot of y'all younger and stuff right now. Oh, she was bad. Like you said, Melody, she bad. She at the store. Ooh, she an 8 or 9. How can she be a damn 8 or 9 if she's screaming? She talking crazy. Her number drops. It's like Terrell Owens. It's like Antonio Brown, a great football player, but their attitude sucks the life out of the team. See, I'm giving you empirical good game right here. Not one of these cornball dudes that talk about women, never show their face, so they don't even prove their face. See, every dude with a Thor hammer, some Marvel comic face, some Yu-Gi-Oh
The
character.
incel.
Exactly, an incel, exactly. Some chess pieces. See, he's scared to show his face. So how can you talk about fat women when you make love to your hand every night? Okay, a fat woman has a JJ. A fat woman can cook you some food. See, a lot of dudes haven't even experienced women. You need some starter little chicks. Get you a couple fat ones. Get you a couple mediums, a couple slims, before you know what's a good woman, before you just be chasing that carrot your whole life. And you're going to be at Golden Corral with a pretty woman at one of these steakhouses with a pretty woman that treats you like crap. See,
So
when you're
this is
young,
the
it's all beauty. You better get into somebody treating you right, and it be about attitude and a quality of life as you get older.
Hey, Ism. Hey,
and
Ism.
this is
I like how you said this, Ism. You tell her it ain't just about the beauty of the woman, it's about the duty of the woman as well. I like when you
The
said
hook,
that.
it's the hook, and the beauty is in the do.
so once again, this is an example of what I was talking about earlier, where people are making justification. Basically, black men, more than any other group that I've ever known of that ever existed ever, advertise for fat women more than anything. Like they say, oh, but they could cook, they could do this, and you gotta do this. And then there's this assumption, and that's because fat women is all the women that are available to them, that they are the only women that are available to anybody. Therefore, if you're not with a fat woman, you're not with a woman. Now, that is true for a person whose only option is women who are overweight. And unfortunately, so many black men are in that particular scenario. So now that they're stuck with this particular cohort of women, because those are the only women who are desperate enough to fuck them, they have to uplift. And it's very hard to uplift a fat woman, but they do anyway. They have to uplift the woman, the image of that woman. So they have, not only do they have men that are willing to fuck them, they have men that are willing to champion them and advertise them as valuable to another population of men, which is also because the women are getting this advertisement. They think it's okay to let themselves go because they follow the advertisement. It's okay to let myself go if and only if I can portray a decent personality. You see, here's what I noticed about the whole personality piece is that there's little to no correlation between a woman's personality and looks. When you see somebody acting an ass, throwing waffles at Roscoe's, at the waiter or something like that, is she typically attractive? Like, do you see many 9+s doing that? Like, no, it's typically the fat ugly bitches doing what fat ugly bitches do. Spitting fries at people at Burger King or whatever the fuck they do. Whenever you see a woman on Maury with 8 niggas and 1 white dude on the stage trying to figure out who her baby daddy is, she's not a 9+. She rarely, if ever, is. Whenever you see a woman on Maury and he says, "You are the father," and she's yelling in a man's face, child support, child support, child support, is that a dime? Like, and I'm not talking about her behavior. I'm talking about her actual looks. So the dudes who say, yes, I am exchanging looks for personality, that is cap. They are typically getting neither. They're getting with the ugly bitches with fucked up attitudes and dispositions.
Brother,
And they know
you
that they
little
don't have
young,
to respect,
small, pipsqueak,
and
small
they
squirt of dirt.
know that they
You
don't
ain't
have to
lived
respect you
5 minutes in
because
life.
you
How
don't
you
even
got all
respect
this
yourself
data
enough
and
to
all of
demand
this
quality.
knowledge
Excuse
on
me, fuck.
women when
You
you
don't
only done
respect
dealt with
yourself
2
enough to
women in your
demand
life?
Hold on,
quality from the woman that you are
is
with.
Amaya finished, and then you can respond. When you done?
Are you
So you
done,
don't respect,
cornball?
if a man don't respect himself enough to demand quality from a woman that he's with, then she has no reason to respect that man. You already compromised. You've already displayed to her that you are willing to surrender to your own scarcity. You're not the type of man to say, you know something, I demand the best or nothing at all. You haven't put your foot down on anything because you haven't put your foot down on your initial meeting with her. I'm done.
First, put your face down on your channel and quit talking all that word salad and rhetoric and run of the mill mumbo jumbo mambo sauce you was just talking. Okay, young brothers, deal with women. Okay, of all flavors. Okay, nobody said you had to marry the big woman. How you know you don't like big women if you never tried them? That might
The
just
three
be
o'clock in the morning special.
Hey, man. Hey, no, some brothers deal with them at 3 in the afternoon. That's what they like. I'd rather them deal with a woman than be on these damn YouTube channels for the last 2 years crying about women. A fat woman is still a woman. Don't let this cornball over here tell you, because you just said he was an incel if he don't show his face with Thor's hammer and all that other shit.
Mm-hmm.
See, you got to look yourself in the face, look in the mirror and say, hey, man, look, I may not be such an attractive brother, but I can get in shape. I can get my credit up. I can get my nice whip. Something about that car, man. Oh, Too Short. See, I don't know how this nigga talking about he from the Bay. Too Short had a song called She Don't Love Me, She Wanna Fuck My Car. Man, something about that whip when she get in, just tell her, shut up. Put the seatbelt on and pull off in that thing and slap that music. That vajayjay gets wet. Okay, dude that's in shape. You don't have to have on Balenciaga and all this stuff. You could have a t-shirt on with some Levi's and some Air Force Ones, as long as they clean, brother. Be clean, confident, and have some character and be charismatic. And you can knock some women, man. Change your hairstyle. Get you a beard or something. See, show your face, be secure within yourself instead of talking about everybody else and talk about everybody else, but never show your face. See, that's something wrong with you inside. See, I'm me. You can say, oh, Ism, you short, you ugly, but I show my face and I stand on my shit. And that's what you got to do, man. So young men, experience women, learn women, medium, small, fat, drive a Escalade, drive a Benz, drive a Vet. Find which one you like. How you know a big woman is not a good woman? That might be the woman for you that's going to raise your children instead of a skinny woman that disrespects you, fucking your partner, going behind your back, wanting to be on OnlyFans. Most 9s and 10s are whores. Okay? Get you something about between, say, a 5 and a 7. And for your 5, maybe, your 7 may be another dude's 2. Make yourself happy, man. Make sure your woman keeps your house clean, do the things you want done, and she always delegates power and relinquish power to you as a man and make you feel good as a man, and you know you ain't feeling like a sucker, and you like, man, I'm letting this woman talk to me crazy just because she cute. Man, that's silly, man. That's being less than a man. Now somebody gonna be the bitch, and it ain't gonna be me.
Yeah, but something. I'm gonna have to disagree because now you got fat chicks, you got chicks who are 2, 3s, and 4s with nasty attitude, cheating on their dudes, and a whole list of demands like they are 8, 9s, and 10s. So to say that they're better, they really aren't. They are not. They haven't been for the past 10 years.
And Angela, the reason why they are doing that is because you have people like that, like the dude below me and beneath me. You know, you have dudes that champion them, that go around and buy expensive cars and do all this shit. Basically, they're improving their quality so they can get lower quality women. That's sick.
below you and
Nobody,
beneath you where? On a panel,
they're paying
nigga?
more for
I
less,
ain't
Angela.
beneath you
I'm
nowhere
gonna
in
take
life,
that.
you cornball, corny.
They're paying more for less, Angela. And that is why
Oh,
that
mother, show
mentality
your
exists.
face, nigga, so we all can see
Once
how
again,
corny you is
let's
beneath
try not
me
to,
and below me. Nigga,
let's
I'm
try not
older
to
than you.
personally.
I got more children than you. I've lived longer than you. I own a house and I got a motherfucking vacation house and I got money stacked. I pull out 10,000 right now. So how I'm beneath you, nigga?
Go
Fuck
for it,
you
Melody.
talking to.
Go
No, I
for it.
wanted
Ass
to say,
nigga.
we can have our opinions, but let's not
Paper
personally
check.
attack each other.
Yeah, okay then. And I ain't gotta go to the bank, nigga. Pull out 10 right now. Paper check. Exactly.
So your stance, okay, so your stance is get who you want to get. Big, fat, ugly, whatever. Right?
Well,
Am I right?
ugly is relative though, Melanie. Some people might say you okay looking. Some people might say you the best thing they ever seen. You can't call a person ugly because ugly to me may be pretty to another man. See, y'all so caught up on looks, man. That look thing gonna get you caught up, man. You have to get somebody that's gonna make you happy. When you're young, you're very vain. You're very superficial. As you get older, you start wanting peace of mind. I'm telling you, when you get in 35, 40, 45, y'all still younger than that. So y'all don't see it like that. When you get old, you're gonna be, man, fuck them pretty bitches. They don't be doing shit, but talking shit and think everything revolve around them. It's about me. I'm 45. I make the most money. I'm the damn man up in here. Go on here, take all that shit. I'll start over. And as a man, you got the Johnson. You can go get a whole new family. See, y'all gonna find out. Go ahead, deal with them pretty women. 9s and 10s are whores.
Red, are you over?
I agree
Red,
with Supreme.
I
Red, let me ask you this.
Are
Are you over?
Yeah.
Are you over 35?
Hey man, this conversation is good though, man. Because like I said,
No, I agree. But are you over 35?
who?
You.
Oh yeah, I'm over 35. Yeah.
Have you stopped fucking with pretty women?
Hell no.
Have you said
But
fuck them pretty women?
What you say? Hold on. I'm trying to see what GC said. What you say?
Oh, go ahead.
No. I was just under the impression that pretty women is something that men grow out of after 35. But
nah, man.
have you grown out of pretty women? Have you said, hey, fuck them pretty women? I'm 35?
I see this is the thing. I get what Ism is saying, but at the same time, it's like it all boils down to preference. I can't be mad at a man who don't want no fat woman, just like I can't get mad at no man who don't want no white woman. Everybody has their preference. And my thing is this: I don't police niggas for their preference. I police niggas for simping.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I make fat jokes. I make fun of niggas creeping early with Big Shirley. But for the most part, if you like fat women, you can have that as long as you ain't simping. You know, I don't want them. You can have them. My preference is pretty women that's in shape. But I get it. We all like different shit.
I agree. Some dudes like fat ugly bitches.
Well, don't you want them to get a woman instead of complaining about them all the time? Get something, brother. I ain't saying that I like fat women. I'm just saying it's a woman. I'd rather you deal with a woman than deal with Hannah Han and Linda Loshan. Your threesome.
I agree with Supreme. I'll take a 6 or 7. I'll deal with a 6 or 7. That's cool.
Right. Me too, bro. Hey, look, bro. I'll take a 7 that's humble and submissive over a 9 anytime. Because I told you, 7, 8, and 9. There's no
submissive over 9.
But don't the 7 come up to a 9 if she cook, clean, she's submissive?
Yeah,
because the
that's
9
the whole
can go
thing,
down a
Red,
point.
would you take a 3 over a 9?
She a 9 and she got a 4.
No, I ain't taking no AGC. I can't deal with no 3.
Oh, you
Let me ask you something. Is it possible for a fat woman to be a 7?
No.
So you would never take a fat woman, no matter how good her personality is.
At this point in my life, how bossed up I am, no, I couldn't do it.
Okay.
I couldn't do it.
See, and then you cornball dudes in here again, Marty McFly. See, you got the face of a rainbow man. As you see what I'm saying? Ism advocating for a fat. That is not what I said. I said get you a woman instead of dealing with your hand. Okay, a fat woman look 10,000 times better than your hand. Look at your hand right now, nigga. Okay, now get a fat one. It's a woman. She has eyes and legs. She can cook you a sandwich, as Jane Kanger say, a sandwich. Okay, better than your hand.
Red pill rage.
Come, yeah, these dudes
Well,
crying about
okay,
it.
like Red was saying, because I'm
Look
gonna
at this
drop
dude,
this because niggas
and,
is
and
just
that
coming
ain't
on
even his
to
face. You ain't.
niggas is just coming on
Please,
to
that nigga
throw
wish he
shade.
looked
But
like that.
let me do this. Let me do this. Red Supreme, you're right. If a man, wants what he wants, and that's fine. Not all pussy is good pussy, and
How the hell you know?
not all pussy is worth fucking.
Get the man, this
Therefore,
nigga, man. Who this?
we can agree to
Oh my
disagree on
god,
who's fucking what and why.
nigga, you ain't had all pussy, so how the fuck you know?
That's because I don't want all
Hey,
pussy.
Ism and
Exactly.
DC ain't gonna never agree.
This nigga,
Yeah,
when I first started on YouTube, he used
Yeah.
to think he could clown me and tell me I'm just some fuck nigga from the Bay that has no game.
I
Little
can
nigga,
clown you
when
because
you
you're a
was in your
clown, nigga.
daddy nuts, nigga, I was around here checking it like the house was on fire. Shut the fuck up. You would never be able to top me, boy.
all right, so guys, this is all about Red Supreme. He is the man of the hour. So anybody have something to ask him while you're up here? Any questions?
I got one for you. Brother Red Supreme, I've been checking out your channel, man. You know what I'm saying? I see you doing different things. You got the hip hop, you got your red pill stuff, man. I think just a suggestion. Your red pill stuff, you do it, it's time. And then for your certain fans, they like when you spit the game, and then you got your fans that like when you spit the hip hop, and then you got the fans that like when you spit the
Yeah, I like
game.
the hip
You
hop.
you good with that. You see what I'm saying? This brother say the hip hop. I like when you spit the game. Some brothers like the red pill. Some brothers like the hip hop. I think you should use your two channels to section it off. And Tuesday, we'll be looking forward to this. Thursday, I'm doing my red pill stuff. Friday, I'm doing my hip hop stuff. And it could vary. I think that's you good at able to flow like that.
You're right. That's some. Hey, and you know what? I agree with you. I agree with you because I'm like, you know what? Because people, oh man, give us a red pill. Then I'm like, Red, you need to give us a. I said, you know what? I'm gonna have to organize this and section it off. You right? You're correct about that. That's 100. I'm like, man, I gotta organize this because so that people can know on certain days what they're gonna get.
Yeah. I think that would be good because you got your 1 and you got your Red Supreme 2, and it just be like, hey man, this is all hip hop, and I gotta grow it because I gotta do that. I got my second channel, I got 100 subs. I gotta go start doing something over there and just work on it and build it and manipulate it and grind it. Same way you did, Melody. You almost said 2 G's. Congrats to you. You know what I mean? Even though you got a bunch of thirsty cornball niggas that try to help you, but as soon as you shake that lane and keep camming up, looking good, you and your girl over there, y'all be over there, you know what I'm saying, looking like two butter pecans, Puerto Ricans, and you understand me? That keeps the people engaged, and you got a lot of thirsty simps in here breathing and got their tongues hanging out. You got to keep giving them some more. You gotta bring the sexy back. Don't stop and go back undercover now. Don't let DC take you down. You gotta cam up, baby. That's what. Hey, the Tatas are undefeated.
Crazy. Well, thanks for that. I mean, let me just read the super chat. Thank you, Kings and Dreams, for the $2 super chat. He says, "Red pill, facts. Red pill. We have a lot of red pillars up here, but
yeah, we got one in the audience too. He said, Marty McFly. He said, "Isn't we seen your women?" Did you hear what the keyword for all you smart, educated guys? Root word, keyword, women, not somebody that didn't show his face, not somebody that didn't show a woman. See, y'all always talking about these imaginary women, and they were old, and it's better than your hand. Okay? Old woman, young woman, fat woman, get you a woman, brother. Because a man that roll up out of some of that gushy and mushy, they ain't complaining about women every day on YouTube. Believe that.
Okay, well, let's hear from DCL for Life Mills. You have anything to ask Red Supreme TV? Guess not. How about you, Angela C? You have any questions for Red Supreme or anything to ask him?
What's going on, Angela?
I'm Red. I mean, I do follow him on YouTube, so it's kind of hard right now to ask questions.
Because Angela know what I be talking about.
Yeah, well, out of all the things you talk about, what do you like the best when you talk about?
I like when he goes in on the certain bad behaviors of Black women. I think those are like my favorite videos. And then when he goes in on Cynthia G.
Oh, I love when he go. I love when he go in on Cynthia G. I'm like, yeah, get her. Like, I'll be so happy. Can't
Just because
stand.
Red usually brings out, like, when he goes in on black women, he'll bring up certain points that I never thought about when he talks about black women. I'm like, well, I've never thought about that before. So his videos do have you thinking. So I think those are like my favorite videos right there. And don't you have a second account or a second channel, Red?
Yeah, I got TV too. And what I'm gonna do is like Ism was telling me, he said, Red, you need to just kind of, because I do, a lot of people be like, Red, talk about LA gang politics. I got the crowd that wants that. I got the hip hop crowd. I got the red pill crowd, and I got the FBA crowd because I do foundational Black American content too. So, so I like Ism said, I gotta just section everything out, man, because I be just spontaneous with everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Facts. But you be doing
Cynthia G, why did you go mess with Robert Perkins? I'm gonna say it again. Cynthia G. I don't think you heard me. I'm gonna say it again. Take off that wig. Boy, you crazy.
now somebody has said that you're very witty and they like that about you. You do have a lot of wit.
Yeah, man, that comes from that. See, I'm from LA, and I was laced by one of my my Oakland, one of my Oakland Bay Area Mac players. So this is where, like, he was from Oakland, but he was raised in our block. So I got a lot of my ism. I was laced from the game from one of my OG Oakland partners, man. So that's where the wit come from. Most of my other homies was gang banging, but my OG homie was a real Mac with it. So that's where the wit come from. Shout out to Oakland. Shout out to Ism as well.
For sure, man. That Bay Area. Hey, man. And then when you rhyme or you just be talking, when I first came to YouTube, people thought it was fake. But you was one of the first dudes on my first video was like, man, keep doing that, man. You spitting. And that inspired me to keep spitting because people think we trying to be some kind of way. Like, that's me acting like if a New York dude be like, yo, son, yo. And I'll be like, why you got to put it on like that? That's that New York swag. This is just California, this just the soil how we were raised. We can't help it.
Ism, niggas said the same thing. You said, oh, why you niggas be rapping when you talk? Hey, man, it's just natural. If I told you why you saying son, that's y'all shit. You niggas be rapping when y'all talking.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
We got a lot of Cali folks on the panel because I'm in the South.
You Cali niggas with that, you Cali niggas that be on that Mac pimping players should be rhyming and rapping when y'all talking. Like, hey, man, that's just the link. That's just what it is.
I think our parents, some parents in this area that we get made by R. Kelly and Trey Songz. I think our parents was making us to Curtis Mayfield or the Mac or something, man. It's just in the blood. Seriously, it was playing in the background.
Yes. So all of y'all from Cali?
I didn't know we had so many Cali people on the panel, but that's what it seems like. There's a lot of Cali people on the panel.
And
I'm from DC, Melody. I'm way on the other side of the coast.
Shout out to DC. Shout out to DC.
Game changer from the white part. He not from the real Bay Area. That nigga from the hills or something. We don't claim him.
Yeah.
Come on. Y'all gotta get along. Y'all all from Cali. I gotta get along.
Melody, you've been there from the beginning. You remember when he used to try to clown me? All you would be doing is in the background laughing because he never could get me. He thought he could clown me, and I used to come on his show and troll him. Once I figured out how to troll, and Melody used to just be cracking up. She'd be like, well, you just can't get ism every time. You just be laughing, but you won't say nothing.
Yeah, I think it's funny. I don't like getting into people's beefs, but I do think it's funny. But I think
no beef.
Y'all should get along. Yeah.
He needs to accept he my nephew and he's not on my level. He keep trying to think like we on the same level. And then it's not like big I and little you, but it's like, man, you don't got more wisdom than me. I can listen to you when it comes to some tech stuff and lace me up. Give me that. But the stuff I know, brother, I got wisdom, guidance, and experience on you, bro. There's no way. I got children that went to college, graduated, got son doing masters, got sons doing their own businesses, daughters doing their hair salons, and I got one grandbaby. I'm further in life on certain things, so I could lace you, but you further in life far as probably how to do this YouTube and this tech. So quit trying to act like you above me and maybe we could talk. You know what I mean? Because for one, I show my face. So you got to come out your shell and be like, fuck it, this me. Before you act like you better than me. That's how you talk to me.
Yeah, but in his defense, a lot of people on YouTube saw Game Changer. Chantel Simone, they met up. What's the other guy named AM1 met up with him. Ramil Amir met up with him. I seen him on camera on FaceTime. So people actually saw what
and what did you see?
Was like. A black,
what did you see?
A brown skin black man. I mean, I don't know. He's not fat.
Yeah, and that's what you said. A brown skinned black man, exact, normal. So nigga be acting like he's a dime and he want to get a dime. You seen a 4, a 5, and you'd have said, "Oh, he was whoo." You would have been like all over the place. You said a regular black man. So nigga, stop talking all that big time shit. Nigga, you was a regular nigga.
I didn't say he was a regular nigga.
Your last said all. He was a regular nigga, cornball.
Nah, but he has a job to protect, so he don't really want to show his face. That's really why he don't cam up. That's what he tell everybody. So
excuses, but he can talk down on all the women though. Excuses, nigga.
No, he's just
nigga be on Bernard Riley ruining the show. Everybody cammed up. This cornball talking the most shit with a chess piece. Shut the fuck up.
Listen, he's a red pillar. I mean, y'all, you know how red pill guys
He ain't
are.
a shit pill. He all these goddamn pills and can't go outside and knock a bitch. Can't knock a book off a bookshelf. Lame brain, bird brain. Your ass up, nigga.
So, Kings and Dreams have a question for you. He said, "Do you think that modern women are valuing themselves?"
Valuing, I think that's what they were trying to say.
Overvaluing. Sorry. Okay. Are modern women overvaluing themselves? What do you think about that, Red Supreme?
Good question. Who gonna answer that?
I think that was for you, but you want somebody else to go first?
No. Go ahead, say it again. I thought it was somebody else. Go ahead.
All right. Do you think that modern women are overvaluing themselves?
Yes and no. I would say yes, because the social media, you got to make fat women humble again. So you have big women that are selling vehicles. They'll take a 1996 vehicle with 500,000 miles on it and try to sell it for 20 grand. So I would say yes, but it's due to, a lot of brothers being thirsty for fat women with kids. So as black men, our values are low. This is why the self-esteem of low quality women is pretty high right now. So yes, I would say that women have a false sense of importance based on the thirsty niggas in today's society, for sure.
Right. Anybody else want to answer that? Anybody?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you got it, bro. Go ahead.
I totally agree. I think that they do overvalue themselves. Social media definitely is a problem, and it gives average women a platform to pretend that they're 10s or whatever the case may be. And I just think that I don't know. I do feel as though some women should humble themselves. I'll definitely say that. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, good answer. How about you, Ism? What do you think about that question? Do you think modern women are evaluating? I can't even say it. Whatever themselves. Do you think black or modern women are overvaluing themselves?
Most definitely. Like the brother just he answered it right before me. The social media, has changed a lot of things. As Bootsy say, used to only get out of pocket. Your woman could get out of pocket with her little local setting or at the job, or she had to go to a concert or to the club or something. But now she can sit at home, be in the bathroom, getting out of pocket. It's just so much ways to be out of pocket nowadays. So it's so sweet when you do get a woman that's in pocket. So to me, I don't like to put ratings on women because that's a false narrative, because you put a 10 on a woman and then she in the bathroom out of pocket. How's she a 10? She's not cooking. She's not responding to me to my needs. Because as a man, she's supposed to be my helpmeet. So how can she be a 8 if she's not attending to my needs? So if you call her a 5, see, and then all y'all go, you advocating for this, you advocating. No, fool. All y'all Yu-Gi-Oh dudes, and what do y'all play, that little 2K and all them games y'all play with your fingers and video games, and sit at home and cry about women and get a beer belly? Okay, you know how you build your man. You can't make him too fast. You can't make him too quick. You got to make him like an 8 in that, a 7 in that, a 6 in that. This is how you pick a woman. So she may be a 5 to you, brother, but she cook, clean, she responds. She never give me no problems. She got my towels laid out, my robe together for me. When I come out the shower, she gets oils and scrubs my feet. Okay. She got my joint rolled if I'm in the smoking. She got my cognac poured. See, that woman, that's not a 5, brother. This woman is an asset to my company, which is ism. See, now that's game. See, not just because she a 9, but she don't do shit. Because after you bust your thing off, what else is there? If she just a looker, okay? But I need her to do more than that. That's that superficial game that a lot of young people have. As you get older, it's what the woman can do for you, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm giving you empirical data. This is a beautiful game I'm giving.
Thanks for that, Sir Ism. Anybody else have any questions? Because I'm going to do final thoughts.
Well, I'm going to say, I just want to say this real quick, Melanie, before you do the final thoughts, because what Ism said is so true. Most men be so caught up in the way that a woman look that they don't understand the importance of the woman serving her purpose. As I've been saying, if a woman don't serve her purpose, she's worthless. I don't give a damn how beautiful she is. She's ugly if she don't submit to me. I'm gonna say it again. She is ugly if she don't submit to me. I don't give a damn how beautiful she is. See, but that's ism, something that a lot of these cats don't understand. And ism just broke down something that's very important, but squares will never understand it. Matter of fact, they try to go against it, even though what he's saying is the absolute truth. You niggas, look, see, when you got this ism and you lace with this game, you can make a pretty bitch feel ugly, man, just by disrespecting this game, and you punish her by giving her the fucking laws, the rules and regulations, the expectations that you have of her. See, but the men of today's society, they allow women to tell them, well, you got to prove that you're a real man to me. So you're dealing with a pretty broad that don't do shit. That bitch is ugly to me. That's all I wanted to say. If she pretty and she don't do nothing, she ugly as hell.
Facts.
That's all I'm trying to teach him, man. That's what I'm trying to teach him.
Yeah.
That's
fact, ism.
I have one more question for the panel. Would you rather a beautiful woman who just lay there during sex, or a not so beautiful woman who's great? Let's start with Red Supreme because he is the guest.
What I like a woman that that participate, because energy it means a lot. And a woman that just lays there, that's not what I'm into. I need a woman that I need some reciprocation. I need some real sexual fornication. We're gonna get into it and things gonna be good, but I need a woman that's alive. I need a woman who has that energy. And I'm annoyed when I deal with it because I'm gonna feel it. And that's gonna tell me what it is, because I've been laced with the ism. So I understand what it is. I can feel the spirit. I can feel the true essence of a woman when I'm dealing with her. So, but you got to be laced with game to have that. And if you ain't, see, a lot of cats think that I told you in the beginning, Melanie, these squares think that we're talking about manipulating and playing games. No, when we talk about game, we're talking about wisdom, knowledge, understanding, outstanding understanding of what life is really about. So no, when we talk about game, we're not talking about playing games. It's knowledge, wisdom, and in a rawest fashion. So we're just trying to bring people down to reality. So the game is like you can't like it's not about playing games. It's not manipulation. It's not about playing games. When we talk about that, we're really putting brothers up on game. We're giving people insight to things that they never really knew about, and just giving them another way of thinking about and doing things. So no, it's just the insight. So when we talk about game, we ain't playing games. We're sharing knowledge, wisdom, and information. That's all I say.
All right, thanks for that answer. So let's go with positive man. Same question to you. Do you want me to repeat it?
Yes, please.
Okay, would you rather a beautiful woman to just lay there during sex, or a not so beautiful woman who's great?
I need participation. I have to have participation. So I will have to go with the woman that's not so beautiful that participates. Because if you don't participate and you just lay there, I'm gonna feel as though you're bored and I'm gonna stop. So yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for that. How about you, Ism? Same question to you.
Back again, the old school ism. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you some wisdom. See how I just rhyme? It just flows, man. I don't even try to do it. Okay. When I'm trying to, I told y'all earlier, man, a pretty woman ain't about shit. You just got to go through that when you're young, man. The beauty is in the duty. See, I'm not in the necrophilia, man. I'm not Bill Cosby of the game, man. I need a woman to participate, man. Okay. And most of them pretty batches, they ain't gonna do no threesomes. Oh, you ain't never had a threesome? Oh, I thought Uncle Ism was the square. You understand me? Oh, you can't be pulling on my hair. This Malaysian. This what? I might put whipped cream. We might get some honey. We might do all kind of stuff in my bedroom. You understand me? We might get the oil out. We might do all kind of stuff. So a woman that ain't participating ain't no good in my book, Jack. That's why you dudes is on here sexually frustrated, keep chatting in the chat room talking about me. If you spent that time talking to a bitch, you might have you something, man. You understand me, young nigga?
All right, thank you. And you're a woman, so I'm gonna ask you a different way, Angela. Do you think a man prefer a beautiful woman who just lay there, or a not so beautiful woman that participates?
I think most men want participation, because I've heard men complain about some women that would just lay there and not do nothing, and they couldn't enjoy themselves. At least I've heard this on panels. But I think it's common sense that most people want that reciprocation when it comes to their sexual needs. So just laying there is just blah, it's blah. You gotta have that energy.
Yeah, pretty much. You got to show him how much you like him, how
Right.
much you want him. It's too much competition out here for you to just lay in the bed when he can go and get someone who's gonna do everything you're not gonna do. So yeah,
Melody, can I get you right quick? I know it's Red Show. My last question, and I'm gonna pull up out of here. But since you know we doing this thing, we going back and forth. You two ladies, if a guy can't satisfy you in the bed, can you be with him in a long-term relationship? And I'm gone. And salute the Red Supreme. Eric Bird, he said, man, we need to put something together, man. West Coast Finest, man. He just gave us our show title, man. And I'm gonna
Hey,
pull
let's
up
do
out
it,
of
isn't
here.
it? Hey,
All right.
we can
All
do
right.
it this week. I'm open.
Okay. Miss Melody, I appreciate you letting me pull up. I'm gonna quit messing with Game Changer. I'm gonna leave him alone, but he better respect me as his uncle and stop playing with me. Now,
my God.
ladies, could you be with a man in a long-term relationship if he can't, hit that thing right? And I appreciate you pulling up and let me pull up, and I'm out. Peace.
Well, thanks for coming. Peace. Angela, you want to answer that first? Since I'm the host, I'll go after you.
That is a good question.
It is.
I'm okay.
I know.
You know what? Be with him like the long term. I think if I can't work with him, and I don't know, maybe he can't get it right, then I don't think I would waste my time trying to be in a long term relationship with him. So I think that's something I would know early on. Like I just couldn't go years and years and years not being satisfied. I think you will know that within the first few months or something. So I wouldn't want to keep it going if I can never get my sexual needs satisfied. That's
Yeah,
just not.
that ain't gonna work. Like, I'm glad that you were honest about that, because anyway, I don't know why you're just saying that because you think men want to hear that. No, the reality of it is you can't please your woman and lay that pipe. She ain't gonna be satisfied late at night, which means she gonna be gone soon.
Right. So I wouldn't want to stay with him, and then he's talking about marriage, and then in the back of my mind, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? So early on, I think, I think a woman would know that. I think I would have to dip before he gets too deep in his feelings, and that's just my honest answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so my turn. Well, I can teach him. I'll teach him. I'll tell him what I want. I'll be like, no, baby, don't do it that way. Do it this way. Oh, I rather write it. I'll try to teach him like how I want it, and he'll learn eventually. If I really love him, and I really, really feel like he's my companion, like I'll be like, yeah, come on, I'm gonna have to teach you. Let's go. And that's my yeah.
Okay.
The way he asked the question, because I was gonna say what you said, but the way he asked it was as if he can never get it right. That's why I was like, oh, if that's the can't teach him, then yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Otherwise, I actually agree. I would try to teach him how to please me, and then that would work. But I think it was how he asked the question. That's why I felt like I was in a box, like
Yeah. No, I think we both had great answers, though.
Yeah.
Both of the answers were correct. There were no wrong answers. So thank you for being honest, Angela. But we have Mr. Marty up here. Hi, Marty.
Hey, good night. Good evening, I should say.
Good evening.
What's up, panel? How you doing?
Doing well.
Oh, man. Am I echoing? You good? I know last time I had echo.
No, you're good today.
Okay. I think I had my headphones too loud. That's what it was.
Maybe.
It's good to be here. Salute to you, Red Supreme. I've checked out some of your videos before. No issue with you at all. The other people on the panel, no issue. The other guy that was here, is Ism Schism, something like that. Now,
yeah.
See, here's the thing. I get it. There is a need to be non-socially awkward, which would people translate that to game, right? That's cool. Everybody should have that with them. Now, here the issue I have, and it's not towards anybody in particular, but when people are boisterous, people that have actual social cues and skills don't have to necessarily jump out at people. It just innate. Like you don't never see Jay-Z out of pocket. He doesn't have to be. You know what I'm saying? It's usually the loudest people in the room that have the least to offer. And that applies to life. You don't have to go to game school to understand that. So you can always point out the people who, when it comes down to it, and I was loud in the chat room, because I've crossed paths with this individual. One instance where, see, Sweet Melody Media, we already cammed up. You already know what it is. Like I am so far from unattractive. Number two, like I said before on other panels, you have to stop me from showing so many receipts. You literally have to tell me to stop because I'm so happy to show them. And I'm not a dating coach. I'm not a game guru. And I have nothing against game gurus. But what I'm saying is, my receipts are absolute. I mean, the only people that have better receipts than me are pretty much millionaires or superstars, and I stand on that because I show what I produce. So when I have other people being boisterous who showed their receipts, there was a panel, and we can go pull the footage because Game Changer actually exposed him on this. This is a scoop here, and he doesn't like it when I bring it up. That's why he runs off the panel whenever I get on, because it was funny. What happened was him and Game Changer had this ongoing argument. That's cool. Rival, that's fine. But then he made the ill-fated flaw of saying stuff like, I'm gonna show you my receipts. Oh, and when people say that to me, my ears perk up. I said, oh, we got some, so let's go. So now he began to show, and I am not lying to you. These were pictures of pictures from the 80s, because Polaroids were in that time. So in order to take a picture, you have to take a cell phone picture.
I'm sorry.
Of a picture, and the women, I'm not even lying to you because we can pull the footage.
Pictures?
Yes, it was a picture of a picture. In other words, they were so old, they haven't even invented cell phones yet. And the girls that you see, listen, if you were taking pictures of 2 Live Crew and you had women of that ilk from back in the days, okay, player from the 70s and 80s, you was doing it back then. I would even high five that. But let's be clear, this is the Marty moment. The pictures, I am not, listen, Red Supreme, I'm not here to lie to you. I'm not trying to be boisterous. And I'm pretty sure when he gets on, he's going to go Rabadab and Scooby-Doo and all that good shit. That's great. But the receipts show what the receipts are. And the women look like 80s crack hoes who were paid to be in the photo. If I am lying, ask the man to pull his receipts now, and I will decimate him with something I took last week. I don't do 20 years ago.
Are you done, nigga?
Hold on a second. You'll get your chance, and I will not
let me
interrupt
mute back up. Let me know
I
when
will
you
not
done,
interrupt you. Hold on. See, look at this guy's 60 years old,
one at a time, okay?
disrespecting the young king. So hold on.
Young
You will
king,
go
nigga, you
unimpeded.
old, nigga.
Hold
You know
on
I
a
ain't
second.
60, nigga. Quit
Listen, you a little
shooting
bit too
jabs,
old to be
nigga.
talking crazy right now. Hold on a second.
Because you
Wait,
shave
Ism,
your
let
Hold
him
on a
finish.
second. I'm
mean
talking.
you
Hold
young,
on.
nigga.
I respect
Listen,
my elders.
You
It's
wanna
senior
you,
let him
citizens night.
if
We
finish,
you
cool.
wanna
and then
follow
you can.
me on
It's
Instagram,
cool. Hold
actually
on.
follow me.
Listen,
Ism, let him finish, and then
Jesus.
you can respond, okay?
Somebody get the man his meds. You know what I'm saying? It's just always the old folks that's out of pocket. You're supposed to have game. You're supposed to be smooth with this shit. I'm not a game dude, but I'm smoother than you on the panel. Everybody's laughing. Be easy. So all I'm saying, I'm about results. I'm not a word guy. I'm not going to sit here, rabadab, Scooby-Doo, oopsie-doo, oopie-poo. I don't do that shit. I get down to brass tacks business. And to talk to me, you got to have receipts equal to or greater than. We can do this right now. We can set up a pot right now. I'll send you 3, 4, however much, whatever money he wants to put on the table. Whatever it
Hey
is,
guys,
we put it in your bank, Sweet Melody. We can do this right now.
wait, real quick,
We
because
can
I
pull
wanna
whatever you
hold on
want to do.
before
You
we
want to
go
pull.
on.
You want to pull from Instagram. You want to pull the receipts that I got on deck right now. You want whatever social media platform this guy wants to pull from. I could do it right now. We could put money
Marty,
up.
all right, give
Is
me
he,
a
is,
second,
is
That's
he done
guys.
how
yet?
I
Give me
do. I'm a
guys,
reality
give me a
based
second.
person.
Wait, Marty,
I
Is he
don't
done
play
yet?
Marty, give me a
games.
second.
So we can
Marty,
do
give
this
me a
right now. So
second.
you can Scooby Doo
Okay, let me know
dance.
when he's done.
Listen, you can Scooby.
Hold on, I had to mute you. Red Supreme, is it okay? Because this is your show. Is it okay if they
Now
start?
let them no, let them get it out because I've spoken. Hey, it's all good. Let them go in.
All right, because I want to be respectful to
I
you.
appreciate that though, sweetie.
All right, so I'll let them.
Yeah,
All
definitely,
right.
definitely not trying to disrespect your panel. But the thing is, the reason why I'm here only is to keep the quality of the panel high. Because when you have people come on, I recommend people to your channel because I fuck with you. So when they tune in, they see people clearly on the panel that do not have receipts from this decade, from 20 years ago. It's embarrassing because this stuff can be easily researched. He's not like some ghost figure that people can't figure this out. So, like I said, if he wants to get embarrassed in front of everybody tonight, he can pull his skirt and we could do this right now because I have stuff locked and loaded to go. I can sit here for an hour and play receipts from like a month ago. Like, this is what I do. So, and I'm not a player. I'm not sitting here trying to tell you I got a bunch of game. That's not me. But I do have quality women. And this is consistently today. I'm not giving you stuff 30, 40 years ago before cell phone cameras were invented. That's not me. So whatever he wants to do, I'll fall back. I'm not going to talk too much, and he can just go. He's going to rap a bunch of words. He's going to say I'm a lame in the game and Scooby Doo time to play. Listen, I get it. I already been down this road with this dude. I'm about action. You showing receipts or you not, and I'm gonna call it like that, and I'm gonna stand down.
All right, is he done?
It's your turn. Yeah, go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. Well, check it out. Check it out. Just because he talk real smooth and elegant, and he already said he a photographer of some women, he can show a bunch of pictures of women. I was showing the pictures. See, I was in the game at one time. See, I'm retired. I don't know nothing. I'm just a square from Delaware. Okay. If you can't hear it or feel it, then don't feel it. Marty McFly, you always want to kind of come in here. You a very wishy-washy, sometimey ass nigga. Okay, I seen you on a panel before. You was like, I don't know about this guy. And you tried to come at me and show me some receipts. My shit is on my channel. See, you want Michael Jordan not to show his highlights from when he was doing it like that. I'm showing you 3 deep, no sleep in the brand new Escalade, man. All snows, man. Okay, all snows, nigga. Blonde, redhead, and the motherfucking brunette, you green goofy guacamole. Okay. I've been doing. Then I got another picture with a whole nother crew with the Asian and the Caucasians, man. These are receipts. I'm just showing you from where I've been. Those were just some lady friends of mine. So if you don't think I got game, why you got to challenge me? And what gonna make somebody on YouTube like, oh, I can show receipts. He can pull up this from. Yeah, I was grinding back when I had the motherfucking big brick cell phone, man, with the drop top motherfucking 87 Mustang 5.0, man. Okay, with the GT kit on it, man. I've been doing this shit as a youngster. Okay. And still can call up something right now if you think I'm playing and always talking about somebody pulling receipts. We could just do it right now. You clean shaven, clean face, sweet water boy. You understand me? I call a motherfucking snow woman right now, nigga. Who is you talking to? Talking about receipts. Go to the channel, nigga. It's there. So let's call this motherfucking bitch right now, nigga. Fuck is wrong with you? Oh, that's the wrong phone. I might gotta call that other one. You understand me? Nigga, we can call her. They want to call my bitches crack bitches and these niggas don't show no bitches. Let me get the phone number together because you know we got several different lines of communication up around here. You Bomber Claude, Ross Claude boys, just because you talk all smooth and I roasted your boy Game Changer and you're mad about that, you did. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. I do what I do, man. If you don't believe, then don't believe, man. That's all you got to do. Don't fuck with me. I ain't tripping, Marty McFly. Why you keep inviting me on your Instagram? Want me to take your invite? See, tell the truth, man. I don't care about this YouTube shit going back and forth with you niggas. I just do that shit to GC because he was talking shit in the beginning. But you some nigga been inviting me to your little social media shit. Nigga, I really don't even fuck with that shit like that. Nigga, I'm just a motherfucker that come on here and spit my game. Nigga, I can cut this shit off, nigga. I'm good at life. Nigga, act like you don't want me to show you my receipts. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, please. Oh, about to be busy. See what I'm saying? I don't know busy with what? Maybe selling some insurance. You understand me? So I don't care if you pull up some pictures, do whatever you got to do. The shit is on my channel, nigga. Been deep, nigga, riding brand new Escalades, motherfucking Mustangs, motherfucking Lexus Coupes. Nigga, I'm still doing good right now. Nigga, then go to Cuda channel. Nigga, got the 3-car garage right now. Nigga, ceiling fans right now. Huskies in the backyard, nigga. Please, nigga. 7 whips outside, nigga. Who the fuck are you talking to, nigga? Please. Marty McFly, just because you got some little shit flashing on the screen and can take some pictures of some bitches, nigga, and can talk real smooth, nigga, well, it's me. If you don't believe, I don't give a fuck. That's why I really don't come around too many of you cornball niggas anyway, because the real feel what I'm talking about. And I ain't trying to knock not one of you niggas in the chat, nigga. I fuck with bitches and players,
all right,
nigga.
Are you guys done?
Squares, nigga. Let me find this batch so I can put her on the line. I'll be right back.
All right, well, find her. And
all right.
Then
Now that he said the Scooby-Doo line that I said he was going to say, like I said, I'm about receipts. I ain't about a bunch of talking.
Give a fuck about a receipt.
Hold on a second. Hold on. I let you speak. I didn't say one word. Respect me. So like I said, I don't do a bunch of talking. I don't do a bunch of. Can you mute him? Can you mute him? I didn't say anything when he spoke. I'm trying to respect the panel. Like I said, I didn't get on here, insult the guy, end on end. I don't have to. You know why?
You throw them little innuendo.
Because the real reason. Hold on a second, old man. I'm talking. Respect.
See, yeah.
Like I said, hold on. You disrespecting the panel.
Yeah,
you disrespecting the panel. Nobody said anything when you're talking.
You guys are lucky that Red let you guys do this.
Yeah, this is crazy. Like seriously.
One at a time.
I'm respectful. I don't talk when other people talk. So like I said, I'm about receipts in action. I'm not here to insult anybody, but I'm saying I'm calling people out who say they got all this game.
What?
And when it comes down to it, they have nothing to show.
Oh, okay.
So mute yourself. Like I'm talking.
You mute yourself, Square.
Melody, can you mute this guy? Seriously?
Yeah, one at a time. I'm gonna mute you. Go ahead.
Yeah, like I didn't get up here and go through a soliloquy and a long monologue about what I got, and that's unimportant. My
Y'all get
brand.
this bitch online
Hold
like
on
that
a
and
second. I'm
showing your
speaking.
pictures.
Hold on a second. Be
Ism,
easy.
Busy.
Mute him,
Ism,
Melody.
let
Mute
him
him.
talk.
Yeah, she ain't
I
busy.
keep
Melody.
muting him.
Melody, come on now. I didn't say anything when he was talking.
I know. I keep muting him. Let him talk.
Yeah, it's like, listen, if what I'm saying don't make sense, you ain't got to override me. I should be able to make myself look stupid, but right now I'm making myself look pretty good because I'm about the action. I'm not about telling people what I got and huskies and what I did 40 years ago. That's not me. I'm saying right now,
Nigga, this
I'm
40 years
out.
ago, I was
Excuse
10,
me
you
again,
idiot. I'm just saying
again.
right now, fool.
Melody, come on now. I'm respecting
Guys,
the panel,
guys,
Melody.
I don't.
10 years. What are you
Let's.
talking
Melody,
about,
I'm
All
nigga?
right,
respecting the
guys.
panel.
What I'm
Nigga, I'm
gonna
talking
do?
about
I'm
now,
gonna
nigga.
end it. I'm gonna end it because this is not a
Or
good.
just boot him off. I'm not going to be here too long. Just boot him
Who
off.
the
Like,
ass
I
you
know,
seriously.
but
follow you on
listen,
Instagram and shit then, sucker?
Seriously, just boot him off. Like, it's not even that
Friend
serious.
requested me then,
I'm
nigga.
not disrespecting your panel, Melody. It's him.
Did
So
your
boot him
friend
off.
request me, nigga?
I did.
Thank
I just
God. Like,
pulled him
seriously.
off. So go
And
ahead and get your
yeah,
final
I'm gonna
thoughts
get
in,
mine
and
off.
then we
I'm
can
not, you know, I didn't mean to disrupt your panel like that. But look, whenever you confront these dudes who say, I don't go out there and say I'm Mr. This, I'm Mr. That. I do say I have receipts and this is what I do. It's the truth. Everybody's so big on speaking their truth, right? But I can actually sit in it. So if I tell you something, I can correlate that with energy and pictures and photos. If I travel somewhere and I say I live in a certain lifestyle, I show you exactly how I live. I'm not trying to sell you any courses. I'm not trying to sell you any books. I'm not trying to hit you with the razzle dazzle. I can rhyme a billion words. I hit people with the facts of the matter. And that's why people respect me for who I am. And he's like a walking joke. Seriously, every panel he's on, haberdapalist, hippopotamus, like, listen, 60 years old, and you're still talking like you're 12. I'm probably like half his age, and I have more wisdom in my pinky than he does in his whole forehead. So all I'm saying, look, whenever this wants to happen, we can put the pot with you. I can give him 3 weeks to get his pitches together. We can do this tomorrow. We can do this right now. I challenged him in front of everybody, in front of all your folks, in front of Red Supreme TV. He's probably laughing about this right now. Like, I came on like a G. I said, listen, put up or shut up. And I'm ready I'm go time. That's how I get down. And that's basically it. I just exposed this guy because I feel like he's bringing the quality of your stream, Melody. I'm looking out for you because at the end of the day, I'm recommending people to you. And when I see people up here that's not really about it, I'm calling it. That's how I do. That is me. That's Marty. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just leave it right there. I don't want to take over this panel, but I'm glad I exposed the fraud for fraud. And whenever somebody wants to challenge on receipts or of this decade where they had cell phone cameras and digital photos, we could do this. If not, take the back seat and let the people that's actually in the field currently handle this. And that's it.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Bobby Wright. You didn't get to say a word. How are you?
Hey, what's up? Can y'all hear me?
What's going on? Yeah, and I appreciate you camming up.
Yeah,
That
what's
was a good
good,
Yeah.
one.
Bobby?
Hey, what's good, Red? What's good, panel? I Shit, I don't even know what the topic is now.
Well, you have anything you want to ask Red Supreme?
I've been following Red for years now, but I guess something to ask him. What made you want to start making a YouTube channel? You know, you coming from LA and your background and everything like that. What made you want to make the transition to YouTube?
Man, you know what? Like, I didn't know anything about YouTube, and like I was telling Melanie, the first person I saw on YouTube was Tariq Nasheed and Tommy Sotomayor. And once I heard that you can actually talk, I didn't see. I didn't. I never really knew about YouTube like that. I watched it a little bit, but I started really watching YouTube in like 2015. I'll say like 2015. And once I saw that you can come on here and kind of just speak about your experiences and you can get an audience for it, that's why I decided to do it, because I was already doing it in real life. You know, you just being around Max and players, you a natural born shit talker. Just being around that environment. So by me being a natural born shit talker, oh, you can come to YouTube and really express this, and so that was my motivation to do it, because I was already doing it in real life for free. I was like, let me come to the tube and spread game over here and share some knowledge and my life experiences. So that's what motivated me to do it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's something I always appreciate about your platform. You can tell for people that maybe don't know who Ray is, but I'm sure everybody listening probably does, but he doesn't come from that like cookie cutter, like corporate type of, YouTube. Like he's just doing him, you know what I mean? Like you can tell he's a real person. You know what I'm saying? I'm not from California, but I got family out there and stuff like that. So like I know how they get down. I can tell he's not being fake. I think we kind of need more of that in this space. A lot of the people in here I think are cool in this space, but I heard you talking earlier about chameleons, like men and women that are, out here being fake and stuff like that. And, that type of stuff does kind of have to be filtered. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm all for people making money off of, the hard work they put in, but you got to be genuine about what you're doing and not just, spreading BS or just, any of that type of stuff. So, folks definitely check out Red's channel for those that haven't subbed to him.
Right.
Yeah.
Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Please, guys, subscribe to Red Supreme TV 1 and Red Supreme TV 2. He has 2 channels. So make sure you guys subscribe to both. All right. But I'm going to do final thoughts because we've been over 3 hours.
Oh,
So
yeah.
let's start with Positive Man. What are your final thoughts or questions or words? Got the floor.
I just want to say thank you, Melody, for allowing me to come on your platform. This is my second time pulling up. This was a very entertaining and great conversation. Great interview before that with Red Supreme. Red Supreme, I'm gonna have to call in on your show next time. You have a topic, and because I've been wanting to call in, but for whatever reason, I just never have. So, but yeah, I'm gonna actually call in and rap to you though.
Okay.
You're a real cool dude. Like I said, I've been listening to your content for a minute. You do your thing in an entertaining and intellectual way. So just keep doing you. Um, and Melody, do you have like an email or something? I want to talk to you about some business. If that's cool.
Yeah, sure. It's sweetmelodyspeaks@gmail.com.
Sweet Melody Speaks.
Mm-hmm. At Gmail.
Okay. Cool. But yeah, again, just thank you. I enjoyed myself, and everybody's been pretty cool, and just like pulling up, and I want to see your channel grow. So everybody, tell people about Melody's channel. Let's get her numbers up. You know what I'm saying, and just see her channel grow in the next year.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Make sure you email me.
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Thank you. Let's have Angela. What are your final thoughts, words, or questions?
This was a nice, entertaining stream, and Red, keep doing what you're doing. Other than that, I have nothing else to say.
All right. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you coming up again for the second time. Well, you've came up here before, but I appreciate your support.
Yes. Okay. Good night, y'all.
Good night. Let's go with Marty. What are your final thoughts, words, or questions?
Oh man, always a pleasure. I got another video. I'm trying to drop another 2 or 3 days with you in it. Hopefully you like the last one, But that's it. I don't want to go too much on that situation before, but keep doing your thing. And
Okay.
I wanted to talk. I'm gonna email you. Send me your email in the back chat.
Just look up Sweet Melody Speaks at Gmail. It's
Sweet
my
Melody
name.
Speaks. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. All right, yo, definitely appreciate it. Peace to the panel, Red Supreme, Bobby Wright, Positive Man. It's all good.
All
All right, man. You have a good night too.
All right,
Peace,
man.
brother.
Good night. And Bobby Wright. Final thoughts, words, or questions to Red Supreme. You got the floor.
Yeah, I mean, I don't got too much more to add, but Melody, keep doing your thing. You got a nice platform like that. You open everybody's thoughts and opinions and things like that. Shout out to you for that. I saw a little bit of that interview that you did with Mahogany. I saw a little bit of both of them. Those were pretty good from what I saw. So just keep doing your thing. A shout out to Ruby as well. I know she ain't on here, but she's on your channel a lot. So shout out to her. As far as Red, just keep doing your thing, man. Keep staying real. Keep correcting these guys out here simping. Keep correcting these women out here that are lacking everything that you've been doing. I've been supporting you and stuff like that. So keep doing your thing, big.
All right, thank you. We really appreciate you. Thanks for coming.
All right.
Good night. And last but not least, we have Red Supreme. What are your final thoughts?
Well, like I say, I enjoyed the show. You know what I mean? Everybody, you know, everybody had something to add to the conversation. We even had a little entertainment with Ism and Marty going back and forth. So hey, it was a great show, and I enjoyed myself. I really did. It made it made my night, man. I'm gonna relax and just chill for the rest of the night, man. I probably watched the replay. Probably.
Yeah, same here. I really enjoyed you as well. This was a great interview. I knew it was going to be great because I love your channel. I love what you do. And yeah, I'm always going to support your channel. Hopefully, you always support mine.
Oh yeah, that's all love, baby. We're gonna collaborate. We're gonna send some people over there, and we're gonna continue to we just gonna great ones gonna collaborate, man, and we're gonna build each other up, man. My people gonna see you, your people gonna see me, and we're gonna do our thing.
Definitely. I really appreciate the love. Thanks for coming again. And you guys will see me next time on his platform. So be prepared for that.
For sure.
Right?
Right now.
But anyway, thanks everybody for coming. Thank you to all the people who super chatted. Thank you for liking the stream. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. And we will talk to you guys later.
All right.
Good night.
Peace.
Peace.